All right, it's Friday night. It's a party night, and I am getting ready to get going by making a cocktail video. But I need to find a reference I'm looking for. Because I keep forgetting the name. Yes, it's Friday, bitches. Time to party on down. I'm going to make a slightly complicated cocktail. Martini variation that's actually in two parts. Le vœu d'or. Le vœu? Le vœu d'or? French martini. Well, that's a nice, simple thing. This is slightly complicated. Not hugely, but slightly. High-proof gin. Okay. Let's fucking go. 2.5 ounces of a high-proof gin. Woo. Hello. Oh, I might get a twist ready. Oh, nearly fucking chopped my finger off there. Go me. Just a normal night in the bar. Me doing myself an injury. Although I didn't actually cut myself. Lucky. Just lucky, basically. Okay. Salty vermouth sidecar. Right. Orange bitters. 4 dashes of orange bitters. Bam. Alrighty. I have to decide which high-proof gin I'm going to use. We use the, because I've got 2, I think. The Heathcote gin, Navy strength, 57, which is slightly higher than they say. In here, 52%, so that's 105 proof. That's a little bit lower. I'm going to bring this one out. Oh, it's such... Oh, shit. I caught it. Oh, God, it's a plastic bottle anyway. God damn it. I panicked. And it was just a plastic bottle. Oh, look, I got one of these Archie Roses in the beautiful packaging. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How do you make a French martini? I think it's just got bubbles in it. Let's go. It's not something I make, so I don't know it off the top of my head. Oh, okay, God. Okay, it's not quite what I was thinking. Okay, so it's your, well, let's do gin, not vodka. And I think you got Chambord. Oh, and it's not at all what I was thinking. Pineapple juice. So if you're going by the books, 60 mils of gin, 15 mils of raspberry liqueur, 45 mils of pineapple juice. I love these boxes from Archie Rose. Like, I haven't taken this one out. I'm going to take it out now. Okay. Break the seal. Oh, no, I have broken the seal. Okay, I must have used it on something. Okay, good. So... Okay. Does that need to be less bright? Yeah, that's actually better. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, so I did get that one out when we were comparing gins. That makes sense. All right. Going to set up to make this slightly complicated martini. All right, so I get my martini glass and put some ice in it to chill it. All right. That's a ready, steady go. Okay. Okay, I need to get this over here. Over there, it's the same everywhere. Tell you what, this one fucking drink. I was going to make a second video. This one drink's really strong. Might fuck me up. I mean, yeah, not that it'll stop me streaming, but it might stop me recording another video because it might be too fucked up. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. Jesus, it's going to be like 4 or 5 standard drinks. Jesus. Yeah, no, that's fucking Tim Smith territory right fucking there. Okay. Oh, and I want my mineral water because I'm going to top this with mineral water. I'll just put that there. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, this, honestly, this might take a little while with the talking and whatnot. We'll see. How am I going? All right, okay. Come on, God dang it. Let's do this. Okay. There we go. Let go pro happening. This is not really happening. Okay, so that about there. That's yours. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Well, okay, I'm going to make it first. Okay. Fuck, 2.5 ounces of high proof gin. Right. How's that looking? That's looking fine. All right, let's make this sucker. And half an ounce. And 4 dashes of orange bitters. Okay, so that is that. Now, okay, ice. Ice, baby. Let's fucking go. Okay. Get my stirring finger. Ready to go. Really want to stir this for a while. That is some strong motherfucking cocktail. Alright, probably pretty good. Damn, Daniel. Alright, let's put this martini glass here. Where's that? This glass. Okay. Yep, that's still going. We dump the ice in here. Oh god, where'd I put that freaking orange peel? Alright, I think we can turn this camera off. Put this aside. And I take a picture for the thumbnail. Alright, man, this is going to take a while. Let's go. All right. Now, la recipe. All right. Okay, now talkie time. Hey Celtic, I just see you by the way. How you doing? All right, I think that's a boot. Great. Let's go. G'day cocktail lovers, it's martini time. A special martini I found on the Punch Drink website. It's from French Bistro in your... G'day cocktail lovers, it's martini time. And this is a special martini developed... I keep fucking forgetting... Morrissey, I was going to say Sarah Morrissey. Fucking hell. G'day cocktail lovers, it's martini time. This is a special martini. Get fucked, fucky you cunt. Okay. G'day cocktail lovers, it's martini time. And this is a special martini designed by Sarah Morrissey from Le Veu d'Or. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. It's a French bistro in New York. And it's their house martini. It's our way. And it has a couple of unusual elements. It involves two different vermouths being used, and they use a sherry-based vermouth. And one is a dry vermouth, and the other one is apparently a little bit salty. So they talk about having a salty vermouth sidecar, which means a bit on the side, a drink on the side, which is honestly one of the confusing things about cocktail world is how the same words get used to mean different things. Like a milk punch might mean a cocktail with milk in it, or it might be referring to a milk clarified cocktail. Two extremely different things. And a sidecar might be the sidecar cocktail, one of my favorites, or a drink to the side of the cocktail, like the Porn Star Martini is traditionally served with a sidecar of sparkling wine. This martini calls for 2.5 ounces of a high proof gin. They use a 110 proof gin, 55% ABV. So basically Navy strength, which is usually 57%, but you know, it's right up there. And that amount, 2.5 ounces, 75 mils, this is really making this like a one and done drink. Got to encourage responsible consumption of alcohol. Don't have two of these. It's pretty full on because there's also the sidecar. So you've got a very proofy gin martini, and you also have some vermouth in the sidecar. Honestly, this is probably about 5 standard drinks. It's pretty dangerous. I'm using an Australian gin, Archie Rose's Distiller Strength Gin. This is slightly lower proof than what they use in the original. And one of the things that attracted me to this recipe was they talk about using a salty vermouth. And I recently got this umami vermouth. I'm not using the same vermouths they do in the original. I'm approximating, just using a local dry vermouth and this umami vermouth. Seems like a really good excuse to use it. So we've got all these elements, and I haven't even tasted it yet. It's a fairly dry martini. I don't know if the idea is drink all the martini and then all of this. I actually like the idea of a dry martini with something quite salty going sip for sip. So that's what I'm going to do. First, the martini. And that is a good martini. It's strong. You can tell it's strong. Geez, you want to stir this for a long time just to bring that gin under a little bit of control. But now for the salty vermouth sidecar. And that is a really interesting contrast. So that would be my recommended way to drink this. Go sip for sip, the martini, then the sidecar. But maybe you want to do it all of one and then the other. That's up to you. But I'll show you how to make it now. For the martini, in a mixing glass, we're doing 2.5 ounces or 75 mils of a high proof gin, then half an ounce or 15 mils of a dry vermouth, and then 4 dashes of orange bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for at least 30 to 35 seconds to bring that proof down a little bit and get it nice and cold. And I'm straining that into a chilled martini glass. But then with the ice from that stirrer, I pour that into a second glass and into... Fuck, I got that wrong. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I'm just doing it again. In a mixing glass, into a mixing glass, we add 2.5 ounces or 75 mils of a high proof gin, then half an ounce or 15 mils of dry vermouth, then 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for at least 30 to 35 seconds to bring that proof down and make it really nice and cold. And I'm straining that into a chilled martini glass and doing a spritz of citrus oil over the top. Now with the ice from the mixing glass, we pour... Oh, fuck. There's a car going past now. A loud car. With the ice from the mixing glass, we dump that into another glass we're going to drink from, and then we pour in 1.5 ounces or... Fuck! The ice from the mixing glass goes straight into another glass that we're going to... The ice from the mixing glass goes straight into another glass for our sidecar. And to that, we're going to add 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of the salty vermouth and top that with mineral water and also dropping in the citrus peel that I spritzed over the martini. All of which gives us the Levue, the I don't speak French martini, haha, and the salty sidecar. And honestly, like I said, this is probably going to be me done for the evening. I should not be making any more cocktails after this. Not a good idea, but this was a good idea because it tastes really good. And I love variations, even subtle variations on a martini. This is really a straight up martini. It's pairing it with the salty vermouth. That is a very interesting way to drink it. And I'm just going to enjoy it. And I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are. Hope to see you again sometime soon. But here I am on my double fisting bullshit again. So until I do see you again, I'll just say, cheers. Oh my God, that's going to be so fucking painful to edit. I swear to God. Oof. Oof, buddy. Oof. Okay, Jesus. Yeah, that was so stressful. I don't think I will make another... I don't think I'll be coherent enough to make another cocktail video, quite honestly. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, God, what? Oh, great. Okay, that's... Thinking, what did I spill? It's the fucking cask stripped a bit from the taps. Some sticky spots on the floor down there. Now let's get this over here. And I'm going to sit down and drink a super fucking boozy martini. All right. I've been watching the short half-hour sitcoms. Mrs. Angry and I are working our way through The Good Place on Netflix, like 22 minutes an episode. Oh, I'm done for the evening. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. You caught me lying on YouTube. See, that's a secret. You all who watch this stream, you have to keep the secret. And it isn't just me. It is, generally speaking, people on YouTube lie. I might watch the new, or I don't know if they've released the whole season, but the new season of Squid Game on Netflix. I might put that on tomorrow morning for my recovery show. 2 movies. What were the 2 movies today? Kelsey, do you like movies, science fiction, and documentaries? Yeah, that's all. These are all good choices. I did see that, which is hilarious. Liberal Party finally gaining ground on Labor in Victoria, and they go and implode again. Oh, a Gene Wilder movie. Which one? He's certainly done a lot. Thanks, Celtic. I like this. Is kind of like this is a I didn't even mean it. This is like a martini shirt. Oh man, I didn't even reel it. Oh, I remember that one. Sherlock Holmes' smarter brother. I mean, I remember it existing. And yes, they readmitted Moira Deeming straight after the leadership spill. They readmitted Moira Deeming. Fucking yum, buddy. My only regret is I was talking for so long. That's no longer icy cold. It's cold. So Marty Feldman and Dom DeLuise. So is he playing Mycroft? Or did they invent another character? We're talking about cricket, Steve Smith. There was a Steve Smith in the 80s or 90s, I'm sure. Almost made 150. And someone out in 49. Just short of his both just short of milestones. Oh, well. C'est la vie, as the French are fond of saying. As I established with that video, I'm fucking fluent in French. This is going to fucking catch up on me, I swear. I don't feel drunk yet as I'm sipping away. What are we at? 8:30. Let's fucking see what I'm like by 9 o'clock. As I have already opened my mineral water, I think I'll drink the rest of that after I do this. Oh, man, I love a gin martini. That was interesting. He's not Mycroft, so they invented a character. Collie got his own team. Or the cricket trivia. Oh, yes, Moriarty, the nemesis. All right, now I'm starting to feel this, which is hardly surprising. So I'm halfway through it. How new is what TV show? Oh, Leo McKern. What a fucking legend he was. Like, what is he, like a 40 or 50 year career? Probably most famous for Rumpole of the Bailey. But he just did so much over his career. The movie is very old, maybe even 70s. Oh, there you go. Dog walk around a lake. You got to love that. His sidekick was Roy Kinnear from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Again, Roy Kinnear in a lot of stuff. Tell you what, that sidecar is relatively subtle. I thought that salty vermouth might not work with it, but it's not bad. Fucking love martinis though. Like I said, would have been better if it was colder, but I spent that 10 minutes talking. The food question. The steak and dinner. What did I have for dinner? Nothing, because I had an absurdly large lunch. I caught up with the offspring for post-Christmas lunch, and we went to one of those. Oh, okay. I don't know if anyone knows this. There's a few of these in Melbourne. Third Wave Cafe. They do like American style barbecue, and it's almost. Not almost, it is. It's a joke. They just do meat, and they just do over the top meat. Like you can get these big sharing things that can feed about 10 fucking people because there's so much different meat on it. And they do giant steaks and giant burgers. And I had a burger they call Three Little Piggies because the patty was a mix of beef and pork, and then there was pulled pork on that. And candied bacon, hence Three Little Piggies. And I could not, I was trying to, can I crush this to fit in my mouth? No. So I just pulled it apart and had it in two halves. I take a bite of one half, then a bite of the other half to get the thing over. And I was super fucking full. Mrs. Angry and young Ms. Angry both got this lamb thing they had, which looked really good. Young Mr. Angry got these loaded fries like with brisket, and he only ate about a third of it. And he's like, well, okay, that's a couple meals. Get a takeaway thing, take that home. The serves are fucking huge. It wasn't packed, but there was a few people there. Yeah, heart attack burger, basically. But yeah, I'm just literally did not have dinner, and I'm not hungry. I didn't have dinner, and I'm not hungry. Turkey sandwich with cold roast. Oh my God. Oh, that sounds so good. You are killing it with the leftovers, Hannah. Call Three Little Piggies because yes. Oh, that is a good line. Leave you huffing and puffing. God damn, yes. Oh, it was like noon. This particular one's in Hawthorne. So I was technically working, but I was gone for 2 hours. But I got a bunch of shit done for work, which was interesting, because who does work at this time of year? Me, I do. Hey, Pat, how you doing, big guy? That's quitter talk, Safa. Leftovers are good until you see mold or it makes you throw up. Don't listen to me. I'm a bad person who gives bad advice. If you are even slightly sus of leftovers, you should chuck them out. Oh, literally, no. I went to the supermarket today and I seriously, unironically expected to see hot cross buns, and I didn't. I did see a fuck ton of Hanukkah candles outside of the supermarket. So I think they were like free for the taking. And they were like just ridiculous. Because, there's 12 days of Hanukkah. And so there's 12 candles in these boxes. But there were dozens and dozens of these boxes. And I was slightly tempted to say to someone, can I just take like an arm? These are just there. Can I just take like an armful? I don't want one box. I want a lot of candles. You're careful about food safety. Oh, your mum's a food safety auditor. Oh, okay. You actually got more. It sounds awesome what you're eating, though, Hannah. Nice. You got hot cross buns. Definitely not sorry. I think people who rant and rave about it, it's like, dude, get a fucking life. Honestly, there are approximately a million things more important. Also, I legit think and this is absolutely unironic, this is a thing I truly think, the supermarkets now deliberately bring out hot cross buns really soon after Christmas because people are going to talk about them as free publicity. Well, see, you with hot cross buns, Hannah, me with eggnog. I've since last Christmas, it's when I first really got into eggnog, I've decided eggnog year round. Oh God, there are a bunch of sort of spy action things on Paramount Plus that I haven't watched. Okay, Patty's put something on Discord. Let's see what it is. Pat's movie reviews. Pat went to see Sonic 3. What's the rating for Sonic 3, Pat? I've heard good things, but you're my go-to guy for movie reviews. Yeah, Hannah, who have said that food should be policed to a particular time of the year? Yeah, no, you just have it. I'm tempted to watch the Dexter prequel stuff as well. I never finished Dexter. I think there's 1 or 2 seasons I haven't seen. And then they did do an extra season on Prime or Paramount Plus, which I also haven't watched. But now there's the prequel stuff. And I'm thinking, that might be interesting. But I think when I wake up tomorrow and I want to have a bacon sandwich and chill out, I think I might watch Squid Games. 10 out of 10. I've heard good things about Sonic 3. There you go. Disney's going to buy Sonic? Oh, they'll milk it for all it's worth, having seen the success of the Sonic movies. So what did Paramount do against that? It's the Lion King prequel, Mufasa? Oh, right, because Sonic smashed Mufasa. Yeah, okay. Kind of like, who the fuck wanted a Lion King prequel, honestly? Fucking look. God, okay, it's a while since I've just made a fresh martini, and it's like, that's right, I really fucking like martinis. I might make another one tonight just to get really fucked up. It won't be with fucking high proof stuff, though. Damn. Well, maybe the Obituario, which is actually made with agave spirit and was one of my favorite cocktails of the year. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that. Yeah, all these live action things Disney are doing, like flogging a dead horse. I think they're literally aimed at millennials who now have kids. Millennials loved the animation growing up, and they've got kids now. So it's like, oh, it's a new movie to take my kids to and relive a bit of my childhood. So Disney's upcoming releases, all sequels and remakes. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be an abundance of imagination at Disney, quite honestly. Yeah, Safra, it's nostalgia. And I'm not saying this in a disparaging way. I'm just saying this observationally. I think Disney, and this actually makes good business sense. Disney are trying to tap into nostalgic millennials, remaking movies they saw when they were kids, and the millennials now have kids, so they take their kids to it and relive it. Okay, Inside Out 2. Okay, I feel like Inside Out 2 is like that's the most successful Pixar film ever. I liked it. I still probably prefer Inside Out 1. Deadpool 3 I really fucking like. All right, but yeah, who the fuck wanted Moana 2? Who the fuck wanted a Lion King prequel? That's weird. Both of those are weird. Oh yeah, New Captain America, another Marvel movie with Harrison Ford being Red Hulk. I am definitely making another fucking martini. I'm just fucking in love with Are millennials old? Well, they're middle-aged. Hannah, need to do a series of hydrolyte cocktails. Bought 3 different flavors. Yeah, you're prepared. All I can say for me personally, Hannah, lots of ice would be the thing as well, like frozen hydrolytes. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? They're doing a Lilo and Stitch live action? Okay, I haven't been keeping up with that. God, oh, the big question is when Harrison Ford gonna die? He's fucking old. God, a Freaky Friday sequel? Tron. There was already a Tron 2. It's really Tron 3. I never saw Zootopia. Oh my god, I can't believe they keep doing Toy Story movies and a Moana live act. What the fuck? Jesus. Hannah, you're here for the Lilo and Stitch remake. How do you feel? Yeah, well, but it's like people are trying to say it's not cell animation. It's realistic 3D CGI. But people just shorten that to live action. I think Ford almost died twice in a plane crash. He flies his own planes and he keeps crashing them. Okay. It'll be interesting what they do with live action Lilo and Stitch. Because I took my kids to see that when I was young, and oh my god, okay, this Angry's being vulnerable now because he's a sensitive new age guy, and I took the kids to see Lilo and Stitch not long after like being divorced from their mum, and there's the bit where Lilo tells Stitch we're a broken family. Oh, I fucking fell apart. I lost it at that. That was really hard for me. Jesus Christ, you're still going with a list. There's Ice Age 6. Who the Ice Age? Fuck. Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars. Didn't they do a Secret Wars series? Incredibles 3? Okay, Frozen 3? What the fuck? So you've seen a sneak peek of Lilo and Stitch. Looks cute. Okay. Oh, yeah, but Cameron said he was going to keep churning out. I still haven't seen Avatar 2. He was going to keep churning them out. Are they doing the Blade remake? Because I thought that kind of got canned. But maybe Sister Act 3? Okay, fun fact, and I've said this before, but I can lay claim to being the first person in Australia to be called a sensitive new age guy, because I know the person who invented the term, New York-based folk singer Christine Lavin. I got really into her stuff when I was at college, and she toured, and I interviewed her, and then she got me up on stage to sing the song Sensitive New Age Guy with her. And that's before anyone had heard the term. So I am Australia's first sensitive new age guy. So, they've done a similar trailer for the original. Stitch interrupts trailer for another Disney movie. Okay. Oh my God, you're still going. But again, it's not Aladdin 2 because they did a direct-to-video Aladdin sequel. National Treasure 3. Are they cranking out? Nick Cage better be in it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Ice Age, for God's sake. Yeah, Ice Age 4, Continental Drift. Yes, Mrs. Angry loves a sensitive angry, honestly. That's one of my favorite. Okay, my two favorite bits of trivia about me or my life. One, I can lay claim to being the first person in Australia to be called a sensitive New Age guy. Two, I can lay claim to Young Ms. Angry probably being the world's first internet baby, as in a baby that was the result of two people who were in completely different physical locations, who met over the internet, who would not have met without the internet, and had a kid. I could lay claim to that. Oh, okay. Was there a live action Aladdin? Guy Ritchie. He'll do anything for money. It's not Return of Jafar. Sensitive Angry going to be Inside Out 3. Yeah. Yeah. The little emotions in my head are completely out of control. Doing a remake of Three Men and a Baby with Zac Efron. Oh my God. Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2? My God. Oh, yeah, that's right. The live action with Will Smith as a... See, Disney do so much of this shit, I can't keep track of it. But as soon as you said Will Smith, I go, that's right. Will Smith was the genie. I just don't fucking care, so I don't keep up with it. I'm not doing another cocktail video tonight. I had one ready. And, oh my God, this was a Manhattan variation that said specifically use a high-proof rye whiskey. And I was like, damn, I cannot be doing another high-proof cocktail. Maleficent 3. I didn't even know there was a Maleficent 2. Cruella 2. And oh God, Cruella was a fucking prequel as well. Jesus. Remaking Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Fucking hell. Nice. Hannah's getting pud. There's always room for pud. Damn. I'm fucking making another. I'm making another version of a fucking martini. Oh my God. That just reminded me how much I like martinis. Oh, Christ. Flight of the Navigator remake. You know what they should do a fucking remake of? Because it wasn't that great. It was too low budget and whatnot. It's a 70s sci-fi movie called Dark Star, which is a really funny sci-fi satire and whatnot. That should absolutely get remade with modern production values. Jungle Book, live action 2, Jesus, Splash remake. Yeah, well, at least 28. I don't think that's Disney. Yeah, I thought you'd know Dark Star. Dark Star was really funny, but it was like really shitty, cheap 70s effects. It deserves to be remade with modern production values. Oof. All right, time for something non-alcoholic. Yeah, I'm definitely not making another video. I'm too fucking incoherent at the moment. Oof, walking around the room. Oh, Jesus, I left my phone here. Okay. Get some mineral water. Ugh. Here we go. Yes, it's an early John Carpenter film, Dark Star. Bought apple cider. That's never a bad call. I'm going to get some apple cider for New Year's Eve, something that's got a cork. Probably going to have to be French. I don't think anyone Australian makes it that I can get easily anyway. That's my lemon lime mineral water. Oh, yeah, written by Dan O'Bannon, who wrote Aliens. Yeah. And honestly, you know what? And I've said this a few times, what needs to get made is stories from the 2000 AD comics, the comics Judge Dredd comes from. been running since the 70s, and they've got so many good storylines, like really expanded IP. There's 20 individual bits of IP that they could make 6 movies out of. They really should fucking do it. So yeah, Disney has a new manager. Is that the person who's doing all the remakes and sequels? No, but that's another one, Safa. There probably should be anime of Judge Dredd. Or CGI animation or something. So yeah, greenlit a fuck ton. That's such a conservative thing to do. And it's a weird thing, the conservative thing often doesn't work. It's like if there's an existing intellectual property, people go, yeah, just milk that, but it doesn't always work. Yes, there you go. Yeah, an anime Judge Dredd would be great. And because the judges were a global thing, and they slowly, over decades, started to tell you stories of the other judges. And the first was the other American megacities, because they end up telling there are 3 other American megacities. Megacity 1 is the east coast of the US. Megacity 2 is the west coast, and Texas City is built around Texas. Oh yeah. I thought Inside Out 2 was good, but I still prefer the original. Deadpool 3 is. I feel like I want to rewatch Deadpool 3. I might like Deadpool 3 more than Deadpool 2, but I probably still like the first one the most. But I did really like Deadpool 3. It's really fucking good. And okay, not that it's ever going down in my list of all-time favorite movies, but Twisters was quite entertaining. The Fall Guy, which is a reinvention of a fucking 70s, 80s TV show, that was quite entertaining. Nice, back with the coveted final piece of plum pudding. Eating it straight out of the plum pudding container with a shit on the guts. Yeah, I went to the supermarket tonight, and they did have markdown Christmas pud, which I was kind of tempted to get, but I didn't. But there was the last of the Christmas custard, the special flavors of custard. And that was half price, so I did get another thing of that. But I was pretty restrained. I'll see. Okay, I haven't seen that many movies, but what I was fascinated by in the last year or so, the number of big budget, complete fucking bombs was amazing. Just incredible. I mean, what was there? Morbius, that might be more than a year old. Madam Web, Joker 2. They keep doing disastrously bad movies. Oh, Argyle. I haven't seen that, but I've only heard bad things about it. So top tip, never buy expensive pud, buy the cheap one. Moistest and yummiest. Madam Web was on a lot of people's list. But there was so... Oh, you mean Megalopolis? Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, Joker 2 was a terrible flop. Trying to... There was another one recently. Oh, Craven the Hunter. That was another big budget spectacular flop. It's just like the big studios, and it was all sort of recognizable IP, arguably, and fucking disastrously bad movies. Like fans hated them and critics hated them, and they just lost a fuck ton of money. So it was a pretty spectacular year or two for big budget failures. It's like, God damn. Actually, now we're talking about it. I want to look at box office 2024. Okay, Box Office Mojo. That's a reliable site. Okay, so top grossing films this year. Inside Out 2, 1.7 billion worldwide. Damn. Pixar's most successful film. Number 2, I didn't know Deadpool and Wolverine was this successful. 1.3 billion worldwide. Holy shit. Despicable Me 4, nearly a billion worldwide. Moana 2, 820 million worldwide. That's ridiculous. Dune Part 2, 700 million worldwide. Wicked, almost 600 million worldwide. Godzilla Kong New Empire, 571. Kung Fu Panda 4, 547 million. Venom. I didn't know Venom was that successful. Last Dance, 475 million. Beetlejuice, 451 million. Gladiator 2, 410 million. Bad Boys Ride or Die, 404. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 397. Twisters, 370. It Ends With Us. Jesus. Okay, so so we've been shit talking sequels and what the top 14 films were all sequels, remakes, whatever, recognizable IP. Then you get It Ends With Us, but then it's another recognizable IP, Alien Romulus, 350 million, which I did like. The Wild Robot, which I still haven't watched, and so that's original, 324 million. Quiet Place Day 1, sequel, prequel, 261 million. Garfield movie, recognizable IP, 234 million. Joker made 200 million worldwide. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, 200 million. Mufasa, 197 million. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's Imaginary Friend, 190 million. Red 1, 182 million. Fall Guy, 180. Okay, so, and then Bob Marley, One Love, 180 million. Furiosa, 170 million. Beekeeper, technically new, but every Jason Statham movie is the same, 150 million. Smile 2, 138 million. Transformers 1. Okay, so the top 30 grossing films worldwide, 90% of them were sequels, prequels, recognizable IP. I did like The Substance. It was weird as fuck. It was definitely fucking weird. Oh, Borderlands was another big failure. Yes. That was another spectacular failure. So, yeah, The Substance is super fucked up. I would kind of argue it doesn't stay completely coherent through it, but body horror, oh my God. So if you've never heard the term body horror, it's a subset of horror films where someone's body does terrible things, and there's a long, proud history of body horror films. The Substance is a good original idea, is a not very subtle social satire. Body horror would be really bad tattoos that come to life and rip off your skin and kill you. That would be body horror. The young woman in The Substance, yeah, she was good. So Demi Moore was really good too. There are a few good cinemas in Melbourne. There's the Astor. There's one in my suburb. I haven't gone to the movies for ages, actually. But yeah, there's a cinema for me that is actually doing really good stuff like classic matinees. I assume they're doing digital for that. They don't actually have film copies of the films, but doing some really good classics in matinees. So yes, Safa, body horror films are by definition gruesome. It's basically when your body turns against you and does terrible things. Oh, God, I think the Japanese love body horror, and I'm thinking of the classics from the 80s or 90s. Tetsuo and Tetsuo 2. I think Tetsuo is subtitled The Iron Man. Now, that's something, in fact, both of them deserves to get remade with modern production values. Tetsuo was like a weird, fucked up student film. It's very interesting, but it's definitely not mainstream. And it's like a weird, fucked up student film, and it's body horror. Tetsuo 2, Body Hammer, is a way better film. It's a way more traditionally structured film, and it's still got weird, fucked up shit. I think it depends what they did with it. Because I think I saw them both in cinemas. Okay, so you love Tetsuo. Okay, yeah. It was an incredibly innovative concept and well done. But I did really think Tetsuo, the Iron Man, was like a student film and could be expanded on. But Tetsuo 2, Body Hammer, that's a great story, and it was quite well done, and it's seriously fucked up. Just like a lot of Japanese horror is immensely fucked up. And the Tetsuo films definitely fall under that. I'm actually amazed they haven't been remade or done as an anime or something. It is incredible to me that those haven't been remade. I have seen City of Lost Children, talking about fucked up films. I don't remember a lot of it, but I did see it. Yes, the Ron Perlman one. Yeah. Also, pretty much anything with Ron Perlman in it, I'm going to watch because it's usually worth it. God, he's a hell of a guy, Ron Perlman, honestly. The big guy. You gotta love him. Actually, how tall is... I'm calling him the big guy. Ron Perlman. Where are we? Height. How tall is Ron Perlman? 1.85 meters, 6'1". He is a big guy. Yeah, Ron Perlman's Hellboy is really good. Oh yeah, in what is the Sons of Anarchy? He is he's basically the lead in Sons of Anarchy. He's very good. I also love the guy, what's his name, who plays the new Hellboy. I like him. David, what's his name? He's in well, God, he's in Marvel movies now. And he's in the Netflix thing, Stranger Things. But yeah, I haven't seen the new Hellboy. I might watch it at some point. But I did really enjoy the Ron Perlman Hellboy movies. That's the name I was trying to think of. David Harbour. Yeah. Yes, he's Santa in Violent Night, which I still didn't watch. We talked about that before Christmas, and I was thinking of watching it, but I didn't. Oh, yeah, I've seen the things on Netflix for NFL, the American football. Not really interested in it. It's such a weird game. Yeah, I know. You were very strongly recommending I should have watched Violent Night, and I might still do it. Well, that's strictly Sega's thing, honestly. There you go. Ooh, just say that snuck out. That just kind of snuck out right then. Oof. It's up to 9 o'clock. It is actually quiet, isn't it? But that's okay. The three of us are keeping up chat. It's fine. It's just chill hangout. Are you saving Violent Christmas for next year? Christmas Carnage? I still haven't seen any of those Terrifier movies. Terrifier 3 was getting a bit of hype this Christmas. But I didn't watch it. Oh. Okay, that sounds like you've watched Terrifier. I'd like literally never heard of it, and then Terrifier 3 comes out and gets a lot of hype. I was like, oh wow, okay. I never heard of 1 and 2, and now 3's getting all this hype. And yes, I completely understand, Safa, if Hannah or anyone else is just eating and chilling. I don't know, people just like keep me as like wallpaper for something they're doing, just a background thing. It's fine. It's fine. Although I think I will make an obituary. All right. Just saying, Terrifier, fucked up shit. You haven't seen 3 yet. I have heard it's more intense than 1 or 2. Celtic, I have not played a new video game in like forever. I still play Red Dead 2 to amuse myself. I started Disco Elysium, which again, that's an old game, 5 years old or something, because from the reviews, I thought I'd like it. And it was kind of interesting, but I got distracted. And I think I started like Far Cry 6 because I quite like the Far Cry games. And this one's got Juan Carlo Esposito as the bad guy. Speaking of someone, if he's in something, it's worth watching because he's awesome. Juan Carlo Esposito, if he's in something, it's usually good. So he's the bad guy in Far Cry 6. And yeah, I played a bit of that and then I kind of got distracted and stopped. Maybe I'll do it again another day. I used to game way more, but it's kind of like there's a limited number of things. Like I don't even watch all the stuff, the TV shows and movies I want to watch because it's just like, I want to do stuff. And even just maintaining the cocktail channel is a reasonable amount of work. So yeah, because if you get into gaming, that like takes up all your time. And if I was gonna watch all the TV and movies I wanted to watch, that would take up all my time. And it's like, well, I'm still trying to do these other things. I should do more. I love this whole thing. Safa saying, what do you think of LG pulling out a 4K Amphitheater? Because self-respecting 4K collectors has a Panasonic. Ubisoft's in trouble. That's because, like LG, Ubisoft keeps putting out rubbish. We're just fucking going for it. Oh dear. I haven't even looked. Is a PlayStation 5 cheap in the post-Christmas sales? PlayStation 5 shopping 600. Well, okay. I guess these are different configurations because there's really different prices. 645, 759. So they're basically about $700. Target says save in the Boxing Day sale. What is it? 5% below recommended. That is 5% is not a discount, you fucking dorks. I don't even notice discounts until they get to 25%. Damn. Okay. PS5 so expensive, might as well get a new PC. Yeah. Actually, I guess that's a thing. Because I was always saying when GTA 6 comes out, I'll get a PlayStation 5. But I assume GTA 6 will come out for the PC as well. And yes, a decent decked out PC is considerably more expensive than a PlayStation 5. You're playing GTA 5, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe that's actually a better idea than getting a PlayStation 5, getting the PC version of GTA 6. Okay. Drank all my mineral water. Now, do I really go and make myself another martini variation? Get fucked up? Yes, I do. I do that. All right. I'm just going to look up the foregone recipe. What are we doing? Search. Do you have a recipe for ubit? Oh. Fuck you, autocorrect, you fucking fuck. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What's this stupid fucking browser doing to me? Fuck off. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is this doing to me? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this thing doing to me? Sorry, what got banned in 8 minutes? I feel like I missed something there. Okay, why is... Okay, because my bandwidth is shit, but I should be on my Wi-Fi. What? Oh, fuck this shit. Fucking stupid phone. Fucking Apple. What did Safa say? I don't know if it blanked his. You just all I see from Safa is talking about the PlayStation Pro. They don't have Red Dead for I thought they did. Oh, right. PS5 Pro with no disk drive. How do you use it if it doesn't have a disk drive? I don't even understand that. Anyway, let's go here. O-bit-u-r-e-o. So that is absinthe. Okay. I can do that. I want to do an obituario. You download game. Oh, okay. So we're talking about it doesn't take physical discs. Because again, okay, sorry, disk drive, I was thinking of a hard drive. Okay, so I was getting confused by the terminology. All right, I'm going to make an obituario and see if I still like it a lot. Okay, so let's put this away. Oh, just put that there. Okay. Wermouth. Ooh, that still tastes like martini. All right, let's put some ice baby in here. That looks good to me. Okay, so we want the Blanco Vermouth. There we go. That must be almost gone. Little stoneware bottle that scares Dr. Abigail. And mezcal. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, dry vermouth. Oh my god, that's almost gone. Some orange bitters. Some saline. Okay, now I think I have to pee. Stir this motherfucker up. Let's count. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So is this really simple? I didn't need counting. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Ooh, that's smoke though. Hell yeah. Come on. Put that orange peel in there too. Where is it? Oh, no, I really think I have to do a pee break. It's really weird standing up. I'm suddenly going, I need a pee break. Oh, damn. Okay, I'll put that there. I'm going to have a sip of this before I have a pee break. That's fucking awesome. Okay, back in a sec. Oh my god. Got that out of my system, as they say in the classics. Damn. Okay. Oh, yes, you see, this looks cold. Oh, that's so good. Hello, Kate. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you've been having some good times, whether it's, with friends, family, just relaxing, whatever you've been doing. I hope it's been good for you. Oof. Suddenly more relaxed after having that pee break. I love the little smokiness. I've been getting more and more into mezcal in cocktails, just like. Oh, that little bit of smokiness. Sugar. And having this one really cold, because I'm not talking for 10 or 15 minutes after I make it. Because that's like an integral element, as far as I'm concerned, with a martini. It's got to be super friggin' cold. That's why I keep a batch martini in the freezer. Although I have kind of decided I'm just going to work my way through that. When it's gone, I'm not going to do it anymore. Yes, and I was just flubbing the lines, and I wasn't even drunk. Like I hadn't had any alcohol. No, it wasn't rude. It was funny. No, nothing to be sorry. It was funny, but I mean, it's because I in my head it was complicated what I was doing, and I was overthinking it. You can have whatever you want, Safa. The interesting thing is temperature affects how things taste. So a room temperature martini is going to taste quite different to a chilled martini. And I am a firm believer martini should be cold AF. Like, I'm all for the people who, have liquid nitrogen chilling the glass that they pour the martini into. And some places literally do that. They'll make they'll have a freezer martini, but they'll pour liquid. It's a bit of a showy thing. They'll pour liquid nitrogen into the glass, which of course just vapor, and then pour that out. And so you just got like a really frozen glass. Then you put the frozen martini in it, and it's chilled as fuck. I'm just generally with cocktails, I'm cold martini. I know that people go in for, winter drinks, summer drinks, bloody. I'm just drink what you like year round. I will drink martinis year round. Winter drinks are usually, when people talk about it's a winter drink, it's usually either a hot drink. And in fact, I had a hot drink just the other night, the one that's made with chamomile tea. Or it's the things with the ritual flavors, like autumn. A lot of people say apple is an autumn flavor, and whiskey is more of a winter flavor than summer flavor, and there are various like spiced things are more a winter flavor than a summer flavor. Hey, Kate. So yes, I do love whiskey and spirits. Oh, okay. I don't like beer at all, so I'm not going to homebrew beer. I have genuinely, seriously thought about getting into home distillation. There is someone in Melbourne who sells distillation kits. And their website is hilarious because they say, this is for making distilled water or essential oils only, because home distilling is illegal. You do also have to be careful because those recent news stories of people getting sick and dying from methanol poisoning is badly and cheaply distilled spirit. It's a fine line between methanol and ethanol. Ethanol's the poison we can tolerate and gets us drunk. Methanol is a poison that will kill us. And if you don't do the distillation right, you get methanol in your spirits. But I have genuinely thought about getting a home distilling kit because it is a thing you can get. But yeah, because Kate, besides distilling, I got my barrels there, mini barrels where I can age things. And I have multiple times bought what we call new make spirit. It's an unaged spirit that, if you follow the aging rules right, becomes whiskey. And I've done that a couple of times. And in fact, the most recent one, I was with a rye new make spirit, and I had it in the barrel for about 6 months. And because it's such a small barrel, apparently that's about the equivalent of a big barrel, like 3 years. And I have decanted that and have that in a bottle, and it's real good. It's real good. So you're multitasking. So have you still got sport on? Is that soccer? Western Sydney Wanderers. The coach got a red card. Damn. Kate, whiskey's number one drink. Yes. Yeah. My beer alternative would be cider. Yeah, where's Ray's? Probably working. Yeah, whiskey's my number one. Definitely done a few fun things recently. Like I say, finding out like Coles was selling cheap whiskey that was made in Australia. It was just blended whiskey, and it's not terrible. Like it's a fine mixer, but I aged it in my barrel here for like 4 months. It was so much better. So that's the thing. I'm barrel aging cheap whiskeys to make them better. Yeah. Oh God. Through New Year's Eve, Razor's adventures on New Year's Eve are probably going to be a hell of a thing. Angry cider company. I'm going to go with no. There would much more likely be an angry distilling company. That would be my thing. If I have a rich friend or a benefactor, someone who goes, I've always liked your stuff. What is it you really want to do? I really want to run a distillery. Okay, I'll finance your distillery. I'm hoping a rich benefactor is just going to fucking appear. And see, that's the thing, Kate. You could do the whole thing. Rum, use distill molasses. Of course, the easiest things to make are vodka and gin. Like you can set up your still and be bottling vodka and gin the next day. To be rum, it has to be aged a couple of years, and to be whiskey, it has to be aged a couple of years. Celtic, well, if you win Lotto, mate, don't forget me. Just throwing it out there. Kate, you reckon I should do it? Home distillation. Oh, your husband started doing it. Nice. Well, I can. Yeah, there are actually local places that sell you distilling kits. Just have to convince Mrs. Angry it's a smart. She used to make wine. Oh God! In fact, oh God, she has. There's all this wine that's in boxes that she made ages ago that we were gonna check out. I could make, if I had a distilling thing, I could make brandy. I could turn her homemade wines into brandy if I had a distilling kit. Ooh, I'll talk her into that maybe. Okay, Celtic, you're going to tell me you win lotto, you'll be my benefactor. There's this guy at work who, when Powerball, whatever, hits like 100 million, he organizes these syndicates at work, and I always have to do it. And the first couple times he did it, he said it was $20 to buy in. And I go, that's okay. And then he changed it because all the people, he made $50 the minimum buy-in. And I'm like, I'm still doing it. This is definitely throwing money away. But I could not fucking live with myself if there was a lotto syndicate at work that I wasn't in and they won. I would just be like, that would be the worst thing. The fear of missing out, FOMO, so extreme. I couldn't deal with it. I absolutely could not deal with it. So I buy into these syndicates, even though it's like, I know I'd never spend that much money on lotto tickets, but it's like, oh God, I cannot risk missing out on this, honestly. So, and yes, it has been money down the toilet every time, as I knew it would be, but I just couldn't risk it. Just the idea of all these other people I work with winning lotto and me not winning lotto, too much to deal with, quite honestly. So, yeah. Speaking of, I'm going to look on the internet. Are there any big, I don't even pay any attention. Are there any big lotto prizes? What's coming up? Okay, apparently my Wi-Fi is shit at the moment because fuck all is working on my phone. What the fuck? Okay, I need to look at my settings. What the fuck? Okay, maybe if I switch Wi-Fi off, is 5G gonna work? What the fuck? I need to go out. Powerball next week is 20 million. Oz Lotto is 15 million. I'm just looking at the news things. They always do a New Year's thing, don't they? Isn't there always a big one at New Year's? I don't see anything. No, I swear they always do a New Year's thing, but I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It's okay. I have to read up as long as you do the research. Safe. Yeah, I know. 50% of spirits in Australia, the cost is fucking tax. Oh, you're doing a menu for New Year's Eve. Okay, nice. Actually, speaking of Mrs. Angry's wines, I think I've got one of them in the mysterious cupboard of mystery here. I feel like I haven't tasted it for a while. Here it is. God, there's still a lot in this bottle. Fennel used in, and she did this beautiful hand-drawn label for it. This wine, being strong, but in no way dangerous, must be used gently, or there will be some regret. Under the dominion of Mercury, magical powers, protection, healing virtues, cureth the serpent bite, stays the hiccup. Organic ingredients: fennel, licorice, anise, grape, lemon, sugar, yeast. Return bottle to source. So there's still quite a bit in this. I haven't tasted this in a while. Anyway, I'm going to taste a little bit of Mrs. Angry's strong fennel wine. I should use it in a cocktail. It's not quite sweet vermouth, but it almost is. I could definitely use it in a martini. That's quite good. So your New Year's Eve recipe menu has sex on the beach, toffee rush, cosmopolitan, strawberry daiquiri, tequila sunrise, margarita, coffee blast, chocolate sazerac. That's my cocktail of the year. Manhattan and a fruit punch with vodka. That's a good selection. God, now you've mentioned chocolate sazerac. Do I want to make... No, I'm not going to make... That's too strong a drink. I've got some liqueurs here. Or maybe a bit of my clarified cocktail here. My custard clarified cocktail. Very Christmassy. Christmas custard from the supermarket. If I make one, you'll make one. Damn. I mean, I might. My video of my cocktails of the year goes live tomorrow, I think, where I make the top 3. But the description for the video has the top 10 in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go put some pants on. Tell me when you've got pants on, and I'll put the link up. Pat might still be lurking. Oh, okay. Is that... All right. I'm going to put some orange peel in here. Give Mrs. Angry to have in her hot chocolate in the morning. All right, let's do this. All right. It's all fine. Put that in and cherry time. Cherry baby. For some reason, when you get to the end of the cherry jar, I like dodgy and degraded cherries. Come on, I can see you. Just fucking stab. Where's another cherry? Oh, I just feel like I deserve 2 cherries tonight. Yeah, that one's kind of... Anyway, 2 cherries. Because I deserve it. Oops, I dropped syrup on the outside of my glass. Don't want that. Okay, let's get this happening. Okay. Yeah, the obituary was good. I think this fennel wine of Mrs. Angry's would make a good Manhattan, actually. Not necessarily tonight. I might do it another night. Oh my God, that's just so sweet. After all the complex, boozy cocktails I've made tonight, now having that is just sweet and fruit. It's so fucking yummy. Oh, that is so fucking good. Super fucking yummy. I love it. Man, I'm almost out of orange. I think I maybe just have some orange juice tomorrow. Just juice this and have some orange juice. Because I have an excess of clarified cocktails at the moment. So rather than saying I'm going to arbitrarily use the orange juice to make a clarified cocktail, it's like I'm just going to drink the orange juice, I think. Maybe with a bacon sandwich for my Saturday morning recovery breakfast / brunch, depending what time I wake up. And of course, what time I wake up is going to depend on what time I go to bed. We'll see how that goes. I'm really tempted to get a whole bunch of things. This is catching my attention because it's just sitting here. This is my apple whiskey liqueur, and it's super fucking yummy. Very red as well. Oh, wait. A Home for the Elderly is ready. Let's do it. And this goes out to anyone. Anyone who sees it. Like Pat, if you're lurking, I'm okay with it. But that's the link for joining the stream. Oh, that's so fucking yummy. But it's so sweet, it feels like it's giving me the diabetes when I sip it. Not that much sugar, though. Although, actually, maybe it is that much. I don't know how much sugar they put in that supermarket Christmas custard. But it doesn't taste like booze, and there is a reasonable amount of booze in that. It really actually tastes like the supermarket Christmas custard. White chocolate custard. It's super fucking yummy. And dangerous because it does not taste like the alcohol, but I am thinking it has a reasonable amount of the alcohol in it. So I need to be careful. Home for the Elderly. Hello. Oh, I don't think your mic's working. I can't hear you. So you're going to have to work on that. What's the setting that's stopping your microphone from working? I was wondering if he was lurking, and he is. There's one man. Oh, and he's got the wrestling.
Did I just make an echo?
No, you're there. It might have been an echo at Pat's end, but it's not happening anymore.
Yeah. Third-time champion WWE wrestling. It's better.
Yeah,
I love how much you're into that, Pat. A great secret Santa present.
I love how much you love that present, Patty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It filled me with so much joy to know that you love that. Yeah.
Nice. All good in the hood.
And it's official too.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I'm having a weird looking drink. Look at that. Looks
what
like
is that?
Looks
like
cloudy piss, you know.
Yeah.
What it is, it's I know it's vodka because Sophie's drinking too, you see. So when Sophie's drinking, you gotta have vodka because Sophie's a vodka drinker.
Yeah, my this for me.
What was that, Patty?
Pat? Is that like earbuds?
Yeah, the Bluetooth.
Bluetooth earbuds. Fancy stuff, Pat.
Yep, and another one. This.
Pat's just showing off all his Christmas presents.
Oh, I want one of those. Oh,
that's good.
This is 800 video games in one.
It's a little game console. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of jams. Visiting jams. Remember that?
Yeah, that's a really good present, mate.
That's pretty good. So, what's in your drink, Home for the Elderly?
Right. Vodka, Chambord, lemonade, and then I did pineapple juice.
Oh, right. So it is kind of a French martini, but
with my own variation of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool.
See, Sophie doesn't want the pineapple juice.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So hers is clarified, you know.
It's a whole thing. I feel like I should go out and get another.
We're showing Look what I got.
Yeah, my sister's dog. Yeah, I saw my sister's dog on Wednesday.
Yeah, you saw your sister
what
on
did Patty
Wednesday.
say first?
Yeah,
you saw your
and
sister
dog.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, I need inside get a look at my TikTok and all that, and then the dog go, get up, get up me.
On your TikTok.
Yep, no, my sister's dog.
Your sister's dog jumped on you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's saying, good morning, Patty.
You know, like that. You did it in my face.
That's great.
Hey, no. You did it at me lots of times.
That sounds like a very enthusiastic dog, Patty.
And gonna hit butt me lots of times.
Yeah, doggies do that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what Sophie has to wake up to all the time. Me going.
Oh dear.
You're bad.
Oh, dear. I know he's a bad man, isn't he?
That's true.
Yeah.
No.
So I got this really pretty present. It goes in a stand.
That's cool.
It's really hard to see on the camera because of the reflection.
Oh, is that one of those sand things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Those
cool.
I love those. They're really hypnotic.
I just sit there and just ADHD the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah, no, those things are awesome.
So there's that. And then Sophie knows how much I love doing trivia.
Yeah.
So this is like, talking about my generation.
Yeah.
This is like talking about my generation trivia game.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's not just movies and music questions and stuff like that,
It's all sorts of stuff.
History of sports and history of, stuff like that.
I saw my today. See the hedgehog today.
Oh, you saw Sonic the Hedgehog today?
Yeah, my workout. It's wicked.
Yeah, no, I've heard good things about that movie, actually. A lot of people
like Knuckles, played by Keanu Reeves.
Really?
What?
Okay. I didn't know that.
I don't know.
And Jim Carrey's last ever movie.
I have not seen any of the Sonic movies, but I know a lot of people like them.
They're good.
I saw. It's wicked.
They're fun. They're fun, dumb movies,
Yeah. Kate, Kate, seriously, more than half the people on the stream have ADHD in some things.
Yeah, dude, get one. That's what I'm just saying. If you have ADHD, you're going to love this shit. It's great.
Yeah. And I did mention the other day, Mrs. Angry, who is a psychologist counselor, did a screening test on me, like, how likely are you to have ADHD to some level? And there was 2 parts to the test, and one part was like, oh, you're kind of low in this one, but this one with the whole distraction and you're kind of registering high on. There's one bit that's like impulse control and whatnot that I'm actually okay with, but the other measurement, which is all about how easily are you distracted and whatnot, it's like, you're scoring kind of high on the distraction matrix.
Impulse control. Meanwhile, he's sitting in front of like $11,000 worth of fucking booze.
Yeah, but I I don't drink it, do I? That's the whole thing.
I got that.
It's kind of like, you know, when we do occasionally get complete randos come in on the stream, particularly on Twitch, but sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Facebook, and it's like, and they go like, "Oh, all that booze, you must be an alcoholic," and I go, "No, alcoholics don't have collections. Alcoholics have empty bottles."
They collect empty bottles.
Yeah. That is, being an obsessive collector, I think, is a kind of ADHD thing. It's not just booze. Like, over the years, and I've said this before, it's been vinyl records, it's been books, it's been comics, and the last 5 years, it's been booze. My booze collection.
It's been building a YouTube channel with 1,000 videos on it.
Safra, I think you're talking about hyperfocus there, when you super concentrate on something. And that is actually, for some people, that is a facet of ADHD. Being, and sometimes it's the autism spectrum, and sometimes it's just you with it, because it's dangerous to pathologize everything. Like, sometimes it's just it's just you. It's just a thing. But hyperfocus, for some people, can be an aspect of ADHD. For some people, it can be an aspect of being on the autism spectrum.
One thing I've noticed with ADHD people is when they're interested in something, they'll just knuckle into it for hours and weeks on end without a break. But once they've lost that interest, it's like trying to push diarrhea up a mountain, you know, like it's there's no way you can get them back into it to even spend 5 seconds.
Yeah. So, Kate, I think we should share Spotify playlists with you, because I got out, because I still have crates of vinyl records, and I brought them out in various streams. And Charlie here, Home for the Elderly,
made them into Spotify
playlists, and he made discs for me of them, and it was just like tracks from each of the albums, and it's stuff that, you know, 80s and 90s vinyl. So yeah, and
I contend that record collecting is the best way to collect music. CDs are like 50 cents each at the moment, opposed to records being like $80, $90 per album.
Yeah, it's surreal how much vinyl costs. It's become a hipster thing, and vinyl's really expensive.
I've been buying up CDs. I bought 500 CDs since September. You know, like today I got 4 DJ Shadow albums. You know who DJ Shadow is?
Yeah, he does. He collaborated with Run the Jewels on one of my favorite tracks.
Yes,
Nobody Speak.
Yes, you look. That's on Nobody
That's on
Speak.
that album. Yeah. I recognize that album.
And he also did 6 Days from Fast and Furious 3.
Yep. No,
I'm starting up all the Faith No More collection.
Okay, do you have because the first Faith No More album, Introduce Yourself, is with a different lead singer.
Yes.
And that was successful on an indie level. I have that on vinyl. I have Introduce Yourself on vinyl.
Do you remember I got you to do the wrong on the internet because of this conversation?
Probably. What did I do that was wrong?
You said Mike Patton was the singer.
No. He was after the first one. Yeah, because
but he said there was an album before Introduce Yourself, right? Called We Care a Lot.
That was a single. We Care a Lot.
No. It was a song that was on the album We Care a Lot. It's a white album with blue patterns on it. That was their first album with Chuck Mosley, and the second album with Chuck Mosley was the one we were just talking about, Introduce Yourself.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to now.
The first album with Mike Patton was The Real Thing.
Faith No More discography. Okay. What does Wikipedia say was their discography?
G'day, Rain.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely spot on. We Care a Lot.
I love Faith
in
No
1985. More. Introduce Yourself released in 1987. Now it was kind of by indie standards. We Introduce Yourself was really successful, and they did a nationwide tour in the US. But apparently, what was his name? Chuck Mosley, were you saying?
Yep.
He was such a prick. The rest of the band couldn't stand him, and the tour ended prematurely with the rest of the band punching the shit out of him at an airport. And Rains joined us. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Dr. Bombay. Sorry, I don't know what you say. Whenever you say Dr. Bombay, all I think about is the old Bewitched series where the witch doctor was Dr. Bombay. Calling Dr. Bombay, come right away. And he was very funny, the actor who did that.
That's weird.
So, Kate, your husband has ADHD. He was hyper-focused, saving you money. But your spirit bill is I spend way too much money on spirits. He came through $10 for vodka. Like, my Christmas present to myself is from a distributor, Nick's Wine Merchants, who occasionally has mind-blowing specials. And I bought two. And I tasted them on the stream earlier in the week. It was a really smoky peaty Isla Scotch whiskey from Lagavulin, their 12-year-old cask strength. And that's in Australian terms, that's normally $220, which I'd never pay. But Nick's had it for $120. And I went, oh, that's too tempting to get a really high-end peated Scotch for $100 off. But what tipped me off at the same time, they had this American rye whiskey for half price. And I was just like, that's all the excuse I need. Christmas presents. And also, they are the cheapest source for my much loved Luxardo cherries. They're only $20 a jar, where other places are $23 to $25 a jar. So I got the two spirits and a jar of cherries as backup. And that was my excuse. But it was like Christmas present for myself. Literally, I feel like every time I go, I'm not buying any more booze. And I'll last a month or 2 months or sometimes 3 months. And I'm going, yeah, I've got the willpower. I'm not buying. And then someone advertises a one-off special like Starwood, bring out one of their limited editions.
I got a new one too. It's called
What did you get?
Tiger. What's it called? Tiger. It's from. Okay, so I was at my Sophie's auntie's Christmas day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm talking about how I love Starwood, like Starwood's the bomb and stuff like that. And then the guy said, "Oh, I was down at Margaret River Distilling Company, and there's this booze down there, and it's called Tiger."
Is it a whiskey? Because there is a couple of good Western Australian whiskies.
I get so many ads now on Facebook. All I gotta do is open up.
I love that you click on one. You click on one thing on Facebook, and the ads just keep coming. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Except on, I've got ad blocker on.
Yeah, but I'm on the mailing list for all the cool distilleries, and Nick's, who aren't a distillery, they're a distributor, but they just have the best specials. And I'm like, I'm not buying anything. I'm being really strong. And then I get an email and go, look at this fucking special. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, the one you were talking about the other day looked amazing. $100 off or something like that?
That was the Lagavulin 12 cask strength.
Oh, right, Lagavulin, of course, yes. Yeah.
Normally 220, they marked it down to 120. Rain saying, what are you telling me, man? The Dr. Bombay Swedish parody singer. Yes, put it on the Discord. Definitely. Definitely. I'm also, Kate, I'm kind of marveling at your thing. $10 for 1 liter of vodka is actually quite disconcerting to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in US prices, that's really disconcerting. Because you can get vaguely
Tiger
decent
Snake.
vodka here for $50, but yeah.
So Google Tiger Snake whiskey.
Yes, no, I think I've had Tiger Snake once. I'm
So
trying to
it's won
remember.
a lot of awards, just like Starwood has.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, I got to give that a try. You know?
yeah.
And,
I think
it wasn't cheap. It was like a Nova and a twofold put together.
oof. Yeah, every now and then I do that. I get a really this is a one-off.
Yeah.
I'm spending $150, $200 on this bottle.
Yeah, just a one-off. Yeah,
just occasionally.
Until it runs out.
I feel like I did, and again, I think I'm trying to, because I don't have it anymore. I think I got it. It was an unadvertised special at Dan's every now and then, and all the bottle shops, at least the bottle shops here, do it. The Coles, the Woolies, and Dan Murphy's. When they decide they're not going to stock a particular thing anymore, they won't advertise the special because it's only that shop has decided they're not stocking it, and for their remainder stock, it'll be somewhere between a third and half off. And hot damn, I've got some good things by just happening to stumble into the shop. And they're like, yep, clearance. We're just knocking a third to a half off this. I got the most recent ones I got from Dan were rums.
Logo on the front of it.
I'm sure I had a Tiger Snake whiskey.
Oh, was it really?
I'm sure, but it's gone. The most, I'll see if I've got it here.
That bottle that you use that has what looks like a New Zealand tattoo on the front of it.
Yeah.
That's an amazing bottle, and you said it was a really good whiskey too.
I think the most recent of these crazy specials I got, and I think this is from WA, it's a rum. Yeah, this is it. I think this is from WA. Let me have a look. Illegal distilling. Yeah, this is a Western Australian rum. This is actually real. This has got a nice. You're like with the Jamaican rums, you get that little bit of funk in the rums. This has got a nice bit of funk. Distiller's Cut's like 40. Actually, it's
got a good color to it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a really rich
red it
color.
is. Yeah. You're putting a light through it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Look at that.
Yeah, look at it. It's so red.
It's a really rich red brown. It's 45% ABV, so it's a bit higher than average. Really good flavors. Got that really good rum funk going on in there. That's a Western Australian rum.
Speaking of
and
which,
that was just in Dan.
One of the Starwoods.
Yeah, it was a third off. It was just like it wasn't advertised. I just saw it on the shelf and I went, "Isn't that really cheap?" Yeah, and I looked up the actual distiller website, and yeah, Dan's were selling it for a third cheaper than the distiller sells it. And I went, "Okay, I'm gonna grab that."
Well, if I was playing a video game that I was obsessed with, then I wouldn't, be drinking my drink so far. I'm socializing, you see.
I'm enjoying the drink and listening to you guys. It's quite actually enjoyable.
So I'm going to break out the Star Tawny and go get a glass and some ice.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
I think I actually emptied that bottle, partly giving it to you, partly putting it in my infinity bottle. I think I emptied the Tawny.
Oh, yum! What a great way to finish it off.
Oh, okay. You do that. I'm going to get the infinity bottle because it's really yummy.
Got to explain the infinity bottle.
Oh, I will explain it, Soph.
Thank you.
Okay, so the thing with where's my infinity bottle? No, that's the old-fashioned. God, where is it? There it is, the infinity bottle. I got it. Okay, so sometimes when you run low on a bottle of spirits, particularly whiskey, people kind of obsessively going, I want to save this last little bit, but you shouldn't, because the less spirit that's in the bottle, the more air. The spirit is going to oxidize and it's going to lose a lot of its flavor and character, and it just won't taste as good. So if a bottle of your favorite is running low, you should do one of two things. Either invite some friends over to finish it off, or have some, which is called a bottle kill, when you're just using the last of a bottle, or you get multiple bottles that have a little bit left, and you just add them all together into one bottle. So you've come up with a blended whiskey, and you just keep adding to it. You just, as other bottles run down, you add, and that's why it's called an infinity bottle. So
you never know what's actually in it.
Well, because it never ends. You keep on adding to it.
You keep adding to it. You don't let it run down. You add to it. So this, my infinity bottle, has 6 different whiskeys in it, including the Tawny that Charlie was going to have. So
this Tawny was one of the last sips from that bottle, and this is a very special bottle of Starwood. I think.
Yeah, it was. I think because that was Tawny number 2, so they had a previous, and Tawny is Australian port because of an agreement with Europe about naming things. Port can only come from Portugal. So Australian fortified wines that used to be marketed as port are now marketed as Tawny. So
because we can't legally use the word port.
And so Starwood aged some of their single malt in barrels that had previously been used to age Tawny. Oh my God. It is also like, that's like 6 really good quality whiskeys. They're in my, ooh, it's so warm. And it's just got this lovely, rich sort of caramel flavor. Oh, goddamn. And I feel like I can taste, because most Australian whiskies are aged in ex-wine barrels, either red wine or fortified wine barrels. That's the most common in Australia. And that character just really comes through.
Question: Did Safa get a glass of this as well?
No, Safa got my liqueur actually.
The one in the skull head.
Yes. So he got the liqueur, which is a mix of whiskey, brandy, rum, and my brown sugar syrup.
I remember that from the last present.
Yeah, I did actually send you some of that as well. Yeah,
not this one, not the current
one.
No,
that was a bunch of a Starwood selection, or along with.
I ended up mixing that liqueur. I ended up mixing it with eggnog.
That's what I told Safa to do, because that's essentially my base for eggnog.
Yeah,
mix that with a supermarket eggnog.
Beautiful, mate. It went down like a Slurpee. You know, it was so.
Yeah. Oh, so tasty.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's good. I finally got to see what you were talking about after this whole year of you going, oh, it's eggnog time, you know.
Eggnog time, definitely.
Eggnog time.
And I'm like, but I can't try around and get 30 eggnog days a year for the government takes us away.
Yeah, you're stuck like Homer, only 30 noggy days a year till the government takes it away. Me, I have thrown off the government shackles. I have eggnog in the fridge all year round.
Yep.
Although it was funny, I went to the supermarket today, no eggnog on the shelf. There was still some Christmas custards, but no eggnog.
Oh, wow. On the tongue is a different flavor from when you swallow it.
Oh yeah, and that's what I love about good whiskeys. They're not one thing. You smell it, they're one thing. It kind of lands in your mouth, and it's another thing. And what lingers is another thing again. And it's just like, damn.
It's like nice.
Sorry, does Soph think I'm talking about sex? Is that?
No, she's having a sip as well.
Oh no, she had a sip of the whiskey and is like, no, thank you. So
That was pretty bad.
I think if we're going to keep swapping things, we're going to go. You're not a whiskey person, Soph?
I'm not a straight person
She
at
doesn't
all.
like straight alcohol. She likes
I
cocktailed.
almost never drink spirits straight. Like literally the only time I do it is for taste comparison. It's like, what does this taste like compared to that? And then I can decide what cocktail to put it in. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to find out where it comes from, where the base is, so you can build off it with different flavors.
Absolutely.
It comes from being an ice cream man,
Yeah. If I go through, what other limited Star Wars do I?
No, we haven't had dinner together yet. We talk to each other on Facebook Messenger all the time. So he is such a lovely dude. Suffer asked me, have I had my dinner with Ray's yet?
Oh, right. Yeah, you haven't had it.
No, we haven't had dinner yet, but we talk to each other a lot. But he's always working, the poor lad. He is.
I know. Why he works so hard.
Oh, Sophie, again, Sophie's working a lot too, and then we can't go out as well. So
yeah. So I've got Starward Small Batch Hungarian Oak, Starward Small Batch Sticky Toffee Apple. That was aged in barrels that had apple brandy in them.
You're trying to make me jealous.
No, if we keep
swapping,
we keep swapping things, I'll swap this with you.
The apple brandy one for sure, and the one that what's that? Larrick, the one that has the box, the big cardboard box with a magnet on it.
The Panettone, or
no, I got 2 bottles of Panettone. I don't even drink it. The Panettone is okay. It just, I didn't love it. But I
it's
really
twofold with a slightly different taste.
I'm loving the Celeria. I'm loving Nova. I'm loving the twofold with Coke, but not by itself.
Vitali. The Vitalis. That was their anniversary one.
You just got a bottle of the same brews recently. Starts with L.
L? Sorry, are we talking about a Starwood one, or?
Yeah. And they use their kegs to make the
sorry, I'm getting confused. What have I got in here?
Right there on the front top right. I can see it. I'm looking at the bottle.
Oh, Lagavulin.
Lagavulin. See?
Okay, so that's the heating one.
And it comes in a cardboard box with a magnet on it.
Yes. And there was this was their anniversary one, Vitalis.
Oh, we're gonna get AMSR on us here.
Yeah. So I've still got a couple of limited editions I can swap through, and the Lagavulin one is cask strength. You can't get that. Was a one-off release.
I've got a secret present coming to you, but it won't arrive until the middle of January. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
you are going to fucking love it. I'm already 100% sure that I picked this present and went, okay, he's going to love this one.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well,
you're going to be showing all your friends and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this.
Man. Okay. Well, I'll have to send something. Well, like I said, if you
the condition is, no, I don't want anything back. I want you to hang up the laser disc.
Oh yeah, no, I've got it right here, and I keep meaning to.
It's sitting on the bed of
I've got to put another hook up here where I can hang it up.
Just neatly above that painting in the middle. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I'll have to. So it's above. I've got it here, just waiting to go up. I just haven't got around to putting a hook there.
If you like the book, I mean, if you like the present.
No, I actually haven't received my Secret Santa yet, Safa. Most of the people in the Secret Santa have.
Yeah, Ray's got his. Addie's loving his. And I got mine from Celtic, and I have been using it pretty much every day.
Nice.
That speaker.
Oh yeah.
Pretty that is.
God, what's that flavor? Sorry. Oh, yeah, the sand sculpture. Yeah.
It is distracting.
It is. No, I love those things. It's quite hypnotic.
Can I ask you a question, Angry?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
66.
66. So your generation.
I am senior Gen X.
Yeah, you're 1 year off the cutoff period.
Oh, not really. I think anyone in 60s. Yeah, but people, and again, 65, a generation's 20 years. It's not 15 years.
Well, to be fair, 81 to 96, that's what, 15 years?
Yeah, no, but they keep people also, those things with generations are arbitrary and borderline meaningless. But I think any Gen X is anyone born in the sort of 60s through to the early 80s. But because the boomers were definitely people who were born in the 40s and 50s. Because the boomers were teenagers or young adults in the 60s and 70s. Oh, goodness me. Sorry. Okay, so I've got a couple of other sort of Star Wars limited editions I can share with you, and they all have quite different characteristics, which is always a fun thing.
You the one I got from the
yeah, because I don't have that one. Yeah,
from the what's it called, the safe.
From the vault sale. I was seriously tempted because.
Well, even if you did, you probably wouldn't have picked the same one as me. There was 5 different vault flavors.
Those were quite reasonable prices for what they were, like extremely rare one-off releases.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
$150. That's actually a pretty good price.
That's the same amount of money I would have paid on eBay for the same one.
Yeah, and that's getting it straight from Star Wars. So.
Okay, a teen comedy about 2 kids who skipped school.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Correct. What guitar virtuoso was known for his flamboyant stage presence and far-ranging vocals? Flamboyant is the key word there.
Prince?
Correct. The actress in Annie Hall was played by Lecter's wife in Taxi. Who was the actress's name?
Annie Hall was, oh god, she was in so many fucking Woody Allen films.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Diane Keaton.
We're not talking about Diane Keaton.
No.
Okay, then I'm lost. I was going to say Diane Keaton.
Carol Kane.
Oh my god. She's in Star Trek Strange New World. She's fucking hilarious. She's so funny in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. She's fucking hilarious. She is an alien who looks exactly like a human, but she's hundreds.
She was Miracle Max's wife, right?
Yeah, she was Miracle Max's wife in Princess Bride. But in Strange New Worlds, she's an alien who looks exactly like a human, but she's hundreds of years old, and she is literally just like some 60s hippie who's done too much LSD. Her character is so funny.
Angry is not a boomer, Safa. Angry is a pinch away from being a boomer.
I am senior Gen X.
He is senior Gen X, aka junior boomer.
Hi, junior boomer. Junior boomer.
Junior boomer. Sophie just likes the pronunciation. Okay. President Ronald Reagan's trickle-down economic program was part of the broader policy nicknamed what?
Ugh.
It has his name in it.
Oh, Reaganomics. Like everything bad in the world can be traced back to Ronald fucking Reagan.
Doesn't ever, yeah. In the 70s, Icon was married to Mick Jagger.
Marianne Faithfull?
I would have accepted that, but they said Bianca Jagger.
Did Marianne Faithfull ever marry Mick Jagger? Maybe they never married.
Faithfull should be the answer to that question.
Maybe they never married. Bianca was his most famous wife.
She did keep her surname, even in the 80s when she did the Eyes of Lucy Jordan and stuff like that.
Yeah. The Ballad of Lucy Jordan.
Metallica's, what's the Metallica song she did? La 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 la.
Sorry.
Memory Remains.
So, you know what you made me think of then? Ford Prefect in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, when he's talking about the heavy metal band who are at the restaurant, and he goes, "Oh, I love that song of yours that went da 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 da."
Ooh. Love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on, I'm just letting my friend know that I'm on a live stream right now.
Well, that's fine. Oh.
And I'll give her the address of the stream as well.
Oh yeah, they should join in. Yeah.
Well, it's a bit rude to say, "Hey, I'm on a live stream," and then just leave it at that, you know.
Yeah.
Let's
join in.
Who is it?
Sharon. Shaz. T.
Shazza.
Shazbutt.
She's cool.
Yeah, I met her on back in 1997 on one of those IRC channels.
Yep. They all
We've
got
been
IRC in the 90s. Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah. On oz.org.
What was
my server of choice?
I'm trying to remember what the main. Well, okay, there was a global IRC channel I was on.
Yeah, that was the big one. Everyone, yeah,
that was called Crossroads. Oh God, no, I was confused when IRC became less of a thing. There was a few years where I was on MSN Chat before Microsoft killed it because everyone was just trying to have sex on MSN Chat, and Microsoft decided that didn't fit their corporate image.
MSN Chat is different than MSN Messenger.
Oh, it's
MSN
very different.
Chat
Yeah.
Was like the equivalent of AOL Chat. It was an online group room that was based on a website.
Yeah. Microsoft killed it like 20 years ago.
Like sex.
Omegle was video chat, so it was like what we're doing, except rubbing nipples more. You know, like.
Yeah.
I love that thing from Raid. I remember when Angry was an edgy 30-something, always a couple of seconds away from an angry. You're flattering me because I did not start my YouTube channel until I was 40, I don't think.
Oh, wow.
I'd have to look that up. I was either 39 or 40 when I started.
It was the black shirts. They were very slimming.
That was the whole thing. Also, I was legit 20 kilos lighter when I started.
Oh my God. This last 2 years have been shocking for my weight.
Fat bastard. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. We're the new fat Aussie bastards. Yeah. Except we're not stealing charity money.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not going to steal money from cancer kitties.
The
Damn.
1982 DC adaptation features the scientist who becomes a monster.
Sorry, say that again.
This 1982 DC Comics adaptation features a scientist who becomes a monster.
Is that Hulk?
Frankenstein?
No, Hulk was Marvel.
That's right. Okay, so DC.
DC.
Who becomes a monster in DC?
What did you say, Sophie?
Frankenstein.
Pat? No, not Pat. Oh, Frankenstein. No, Frankenstein's an old Universal monster.
Is it Morbius?
Morbius? No, it's not Morbius. Morbius
I
is
don't know
also
DC very well.
Morbius Marvel.
Yeah, I think Morbius is Marvel, actually. Yeah.
No, the answer is Swamp Thing.
Oh, okay.
Swamp Thing. Now,
I'm not
luckily,
particularly familiar with
Swamp Thing. Well, I just think he's just given up. It's more just, like there's no point fighting anymore when you've got Trump doing 2 terms.
Yeah, no, he wants to kill all the humans because they're destroying the environment.
It's much more fun just sharing records now instead,
Always look on the bright side of life.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
A 31-year career, what Automatic for the People band announced they were breaking up in 2011?
Beatles.
REM.
No, not the Beatles.
No, I'm picking random.
The Beatles broke up in 1970.
REM.
Yes.
I actually saw REM live once.
Oh, did you?
At the Sydney Entertainment Centre. Their one tour of Australia.
What year did you see them?
I don't fucking remember, but you could probably look it up. Like, when did REM tour Australia?
Yeah, I probably could.
And I saw that, and it was hilarious because Michael Stipe actually had printouts of the lyrics of songs so he could sing them, and he'd have it in front of him and he'd sing, and then he'd like throw it away, and someone in the front row like shouted something at him between songs, like, "Why are you reading off sheets?" And he goes, "Why am I reading off sheets? Why the fuck do you think?" It's like, because I can't remember the lyrics.
Control F, AUSTRALI.
And it was a fair point.
89? No. 95. That sounds more like it.
Maybe. Yeah. I didn't move to Melbourne until
because they had the Bang and Blame song by then.
Yeah. I didn't move to Melbourne till 97, 98. So.
Where are you from originally?
Dubbo.
I'm originally from country New South Wales, Dubbo.
Country New South Wales.
Then 20 years in the country, then 10 years in Sydney, and now like 25 years in Melbourne. So I could call myself a Melbourne person because I've lived here longer than anywhere else.
I always remember the I Am I Said song by Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. Sort of like Melbourne and Perth, yeah.
Yeah. Also, just talking about Neil Diamond, I remember a band I really liked from the 80s, Australian indie band, The Ups and Downs, have a really good cover version of Solitary Man, one of Neil Diamond's big songs. Well worth looking up. The Ups and Downs doing Solitary Man. It's really good.
Funny, I never knew about the, Sweet Caroline. Whenever they play it, they always go, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. It's just people do it. Yeah.
Everybody does it,
Yeah. It's and that's a real meme. Something that just virus-like spreads between people. Kind of like how at the blue light discos in the early 80s, when they would play the Angels, Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again? The crowd would shout, No way, get fucked, fuck off. And because the Angels had stopped playing that song live years previously. And I remember, because I was mad into the Angels, and I remember an interview with them when they were like, yeah, we had no idea, because we're too old to go to blue light discos, so we had no idea what it was like. And someone invited us to a blue light disco, and Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again plays, and when they go, Am I ever gonna see your face again? The crowd goes, No way, get fuck off. And we're like, what? What is that? And they brought it back.
I heard it too.
They brought it back to their live repertoire, and they said, let's see if this works. And they played some live shows. They go, Am I ever going to see you? And the crowd shouts back, No way, get fucked. And they're like, oh my God, we owe this all to the New South Wales police for running blue light discos and playing our songs. And so I just thought it was so funny that they didn't know this was a thing. Oh,
but
Patty's
it's so harmless, though, you know.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome
Pat.
back, Patty.
Oh, is he like reclining like one of our French girls at the moment? There we go.
Yeah, did you notice?
Dad,
He's getting ready to be painted.
I know. He wants us to paint it. He wants us to paint him like one of our French girls.
Hey, shut up.
That's okay, mate. You just chill, mate.
You're not in my bed.
No, it's fine. You're in bed and you've got mood lighting happening. It's all good.
Shut up.
Hey,
Yeah,
Supper,
no, the blue light
number one
discos
best
was the
place in
PCYC.
world? Is it Germany? I bet it's Germany or Amsterdam or somewhere like Norway or one of those kind of countries.
That was literally, so the blue light disco was a reference to cops, because the Police Citizens Youth Club was run by cops and they would run discos. And the idea was, this is safe. Your kids can come here and it will be safe because cops are running it and supervising it. That was the blue light disco, which started in the 80s.
Yeah.
Melbourne, I love those things about most livable or coolest or whatever. And they have all these different metrics that they measure it by. AD, howdy. Long time no see. And I'm going to say, definitely long time. Please excuse me. I don't recognize AD as a screen name, but clearly you know me. And so thank you for dropping in and saying hello. We are just having Friday night. We call Friday night party night, but it's kind of a chill session tonight, I think. We're having a good time. We're chilling.
Drinking some lovely whiskey.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, God. I tell you what, that whiskey apple liqueur is so good. Definitely next time I make it, I'm going to make a video for my cocktail channel because it's yum as fuck. I literally just made it as an experiment and it's so
I'm going to miss that. That was one of the best Starwoods I've ever had. That was fantastic.
The Tawny? It was really good, wasn't it? Yeah. Did I send you the musket as well?
Oh, the other one is the musket. Yes, that's
because I still have a little bit of the musket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's for next week.
Yeah, but well, I'll join you because I've still got some of the musket. Yeah. I've drunk all of the Tawny, but so next week I'll have musket at the same time. So musket is a dessert wine. It's a really sweet one. So
besides the shoey, are you doing anything for New Year's Eve that's special?
I mean, maybe I'll do a shoey. Who knows? I think Dr. Abigail wants to come over.
You're definitely doing a shoey.
You've done a shoey.
You know you're doing a shoey.
I've been told I'm doing a shoey.
You have got to do a shoey.
Okay. Shoey for New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah, but a dirty shoey.
I'll do a funnel.
A dirty shoey. I think it was the cider. I think it was the sparkling cider I did last New Year's Eve.
A funnel?
I don't bloody know. Something new.
Have you ever seen someone drink with a funnel? It's not that exciting.
Oh my God. That was, yeah. And because gravity kind of forces the drink down your throat when you do it with a funnel.
Yeah, do it with an old-fashioned.
Oh my god, that's such a disgusting idea. Like I love an old fashioned, and it should be enjoyed. The idea of chugging an old fashioned is so disgusting to me. You only chug like nasty shit. So Rain's saying, Rare exports A Christmas Tale. I am not familiar with that movie. Pat is our resident movie critic. I'm not familiar with that. If Dr. Abigail's here, she may force me. Oh, and she's not been here tonight. But you know, I always look up what happened on this day, and I found this weird phrase, Flushing Remonstrance. So I've declared today to be Flushing Remonstrance Day, which is a weird, obscure things from the early days of the United States, before it was the United States. There's that province, Flushing, which is near New York. You know, the nanny was from Flushing, Queens. There were a bunch of Quakers, and the provincial government had declared a whole bunch of religious practices were illegal, and the Quakers weren't allowed to practice their religion. And they published this pamphlet saying, like, fuck you, give us freedom. And that was known as the Flushing Remonstrance. I only call today Flushing Remonstrance Day because those two words, Flushing Remonstrance, that just sounds so awesome to me. What is a Flushing Remonstrance? Who knows? It's all about the nanny because she was from Flushing. So but it was literally
Christmas Tale is a Finnish film about a group of friends who find Santa Claus's tomb.
Wow, Santa Claus's tomb. Is that St. Nicholas's tomb or actually Santa Claus?
Santa Claus's tomb has been discovered. Meanwhile, reindeer are being found dead and the culprit is at large.
That sounds messed up.
I tell you what, if you like Finnish movies, Rain, there's one called Sisu, S-I-S-U.
Oh, God, I watched that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
That's a word that means fighting against impossible odds.
Will never die, won't give up.
Never die. It's like, it's like fighting against impossible odds. It is a really entertaining film that gets more and more detached from reality as it goes along. Like, it starts off with this one guy fighting Nazis.
Bit at the end where the plane crashes was a bit.
Yeah, the whole plane thing. It gets more and more detached from reality.
For the first 2/3 of the movie, I'm sitting there going, yeah, you know.
Yeah, it gets quite detached from reality by the end. But yeah, it's this one guy who's just like, I just want to, like, I found some gold. I just want to live. Fuck these Nazis. I would literally just walk away if they would let me, but they're not going to let me. So I'm going to fucking kill them all. It's just like, damn. Oh, Rain says there's another cool Finn movie called Jade Warrior.
I saw that post. Nice. I saw that too. I'm looking that up. Yeah. Because these are all going to go on the Plex.
So, Safa, St. Nicholas is the progenitor of the idea of Santa Claus, because I think in German, St. Nicholas is said Sinterklaas. And I don't know if everyone knows this, but our modern concept of Santa Claus, the red suit, the big beard and everything, that was a Coca-Cola advertisement. Coca-Cola created the modern visualization of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So, Rain, you're saying there's another whole series of Finn movies called Star Wreck.
No. Just a whole series named Star Wreck. There's no Finn. That's the line above you read with Jade Warrior.
No, but that's what I thought he was saying, that it was another Finn movie series. But I could easily be wrong. I could easily be wrong.
Star Wreck. See, it just thinks it's just auto-correcting me to Star Trek.
Of course it did. Of course it's auto-corrected to Star Trek.
Oh, there it is. My bad. Is a series Star Trek parody of movies started in 1992.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Rain's saying it. It is Star Trek parodies. There you go. I don't think Coca-Cola was originally a German company. I think it was American. But Fanta is a Nazi soft drink. Fanta is a Nazi soft drink. And I say that as someone who loves Fanta but hates Nazis. I'm also kind of fond of Volkswagens, but of course, Volkswagens are somewhat inextricably linked with
and
Hitler.
Mercedes.
Mercedes is fucked. Yeah.
Mercedes,
okay.
With the Mercedes.
Because I live in the most Jewish area of Australia, not just Melbourne. I live in the most Jewish area of Australia. I'm surprised how many Mercedes I see here, because a lot of Jewish people rightly see Mercedes as fucking Hitler-mobiles. So I am genuinely surprised at how many Mercedes I see around here. Also, another bit of trivia, years ago, I worked for Lonely Planet, the travel guide. And that's when the guidebooks were still a thing before the internet completely took over. And the founder of Lonely Planet was a very interesting and belligerent boomer guy. And he was just like, I fucking hate both Mercedes and BMW, because I've traveled the world and I've seen these tin pot dictatorships, and both Mercedes and BMW market themselves to these tin pot dictators and give them armored limousines and whatnot. So he despised Mercedes and BMW, because Mercedes and BMW both suck up. Sorry, what?
What did you do at Lonely Planet?
The thing I was always doing, I was a business analyst. They were doing they were doing the transition from physical guidebooks to websites, and I was working with them to say, this is how the website should work. So I was in the really interesting transition where the guidebooks were still a huge thing, but we were transitioning to the website. Okay. I love someone who knows their shit. Hugo Boss, who designed Nazi uniforms in World War II.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, wow. That's why the Nazis looked so stylish. Hugo Boss designed their uniforms in World War II. And Rain's telling us more about Star Trek, The Adventures of James B. Kirk. Honestly, that sounds really funny. Other characters include Mr. Fukov, Mr. Spook, Mr. Dwarf. Honestly, that sounds so funny. Finnish parodies of Star Trek sound fucking awesome. Safi, you have Eastern Europe Lonely Planets. I kept a whole bunch of Lonely Planet books when I moved, when I left there, because when you work there, you could just get all the books for free. You could just go to a library and get them. And so I was there for like 6 months or something. And I could go on a great length. But yeah, Lonely Planet.
That's fascinating. I find that fascinating. It was such an interesting book, Lonely Planet.
Yeah. So, and it was literally the founder and his wife, they did like backpacking. I think it was across Asia, the first thing. And they went, why aren't there any good guidebooks? So they took notes of everywhere they went and published the first guidebooks. And so for about 10 to 20 years, the Lonely Planet guidebooks were the books for independent travelers. And they kind of got killed by the internet. My personal favorite story was the people who wrote the books. Some people go like, I was working at Lonely Planet doing various things. And they said, okay, we want you to write some guidebooks. And they said, like, there's 3 guidebooks from Central Africa that need updating. we want you to do it. And they go, that's so exciting. I'll do it. And they'd get sent to these countries that had been torn apart by civil war. They were like, and they were just out there on their own going, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? And the recommended hotel from the previous guidebook had been bombed and doesn't exist anymore. and these people were just going like, fuck you guys, you sent me here, and there's nothing here. You sent me to countries that have been ravaged by civil war, and fuck you guys for not telling me before I got here what it was going to be like. It was, to me, it was genuinely funny.
Lovely atmosphere at the hotel, except for the mass shootings outside.
Yeah, and it was really different from country to country, because the majority of the time, the person who was doing the Lonely Planet guidebook was doing it incognito. But that doesn't work in all countries. There were certain countries, I know Papua New Guinea was one, but there were others where you had to tell them ahead of time, hi, I write for Lonely Planet, so I need you to actually look after me while I'm here, because I'm in a country where I might get killed if people aren't looking after me.
Get kidnapped and killed.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. So it was incredibly interesting working for Lonely Planet.
Like that 60 Minutes episode where the guy had the gun put to his head,
Yeah. And I want you. There was also a notorious story where someone who had been doing guidebooks for years went on the internet and said, yeah, Lonely Planet didn't support me enough when I was doing it, so I just made everything up. I just found one hotel where I felt safe, and then I made everything up.
Made up the rest of the trip.
And I was just like, cool, way to ensure you never get another job for the rest of your life, man, because you may or may not have been telling the truth, but you publish a thing saying, I've been lying for this major publisher. I've been lying to the publisher. I've been subverting no matter how you justify it, like they weren't supporting me and I didn't feel safe. It's like, no, dude, once you say I was lying and making everything up, your career as a writer is fucking over.
Kill all credibility.
Yeah. And it was just like, because Lonely Planet could throw him to the wolves and saying, no, he's lying. We actually verified everything, but he's a piece of shit. And what this guy wrote himself was essentially saying, I'm a piece of shit. And so if Lonely Planet go, yeah, he's a piece of shit and doesn't work for us anymore, it's just like, yeah, congratulations, dude. You destroyed your fucking career.
He's the Dave Rubin of Lonely Planet.
Yeah. But there was also the thing, there were major media outlets in the US. There were two big stories from the 90s or noughties where the journalists, this is like for the New York Times, their star journalist was just fucking making everything up because it was too hard to do real work. So they went, yep, I'm going to go to this city to cover this story. And they would just invent sources and invent quotes, and it all got published. And it was just like, damn. So Rain's saying Star Rec was distributed online free of charge back in the day, but now it's on YouTube. If I remember, I might look at it this weekend, but I also won't guarantee that I'll remember.
I'm going to get another drinky poos. I shall be right back.
Do that. I might make another drinky poo. What are we up? Oh, God, it's not even 11. Fuck it. I'm going to make another drink. Fuck it. What's my usual? An old-fashioned. Why not? I'm going to use up a rye whiskey I have that's almost finished. Oh, God, I think Humphrey the Elderly's mic just picked up some weird stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go.
Smashing ice.
Was that you, Soph? What was that?
It was Charlie grabbing ice from the back freezer.
Oh, it's Charlie grabbing ice. Okay. Oh, God.
We've got a bevy fridge
Yeah,
thing out there.
the ice was stuck together.
All right. Standing up, I'm going, oh, damn. Not till I stood up did I realize I probably need to pee again. But we'll struggle on. All right. Put a little bit of sugar syrup in here. That's probably enough. Oh, goddamn, I love that sugar syrup so much. And now, this special rye whiskey that I want to finish. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, okay, this is pretty fucking serious old-fashioned. And, no, I don't want orange bitters. I want... Actually, what am I going to make? I'm going to do aromatic bitters.
I worked as a bartender suffer for the very first ever soccer game at Olympic Park when we still had Olympic Park before it got kind of replaced with Amy Stadium. Yeah, the very first ever game. I remember I've still got the brochure, the pamphlet that came out, and it was basically a piece of paper that had been photocopied. You know, and it's funny now that how far, you know, the soccer has got so popular. I'm amazed how popular interstate soccer has become. Because it's never been our sport, you know. Olympic Park is opposite Vodafone Stadium. Is it still called Vodafone Stadium, Angry?
In Melbourne, it's called Marvel Stadium, I think.
No, Marvel Stadium's Colonial Stadium, Ulster Dome. I mean the place next door to Rod Laver Arena.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Anyway, Rod Laver Arena's here. Then you got Vodafone Stadium next to it. And then dead opposite is Olympic Park, where they used to have, where they held the 1955, 56, whatever it was, Olympics.
56 Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, 55. Of course it's not 55. That's an odd number. It's always an even number. John Cain Arena. Isn't John Cain Arena in the suburbs?
I don't know. Okay.
I can look that up.
Okay. Rye whiskey, old fashioned.
Cain Arena.
Oh, that's so fucking
big. Is that?
You're asking me about like sports grounds. I've got no fucking idea what sports grounds are called. It's a whole thing. All the sports grounds about the time. I don't know what they are. It's a whole thing. So I forget, what's the capacity for tennis? But dude, I don't know. I don't know what any of these things are. It's a fucking mystery to me.
Okay. Yep. John Cain Arena used to be called Vodafone Arena, and then it was changed to Hisense Arena.
Yeah.
And then now it's called John Cain Arena.
Okay, that's interesting. It's not named after a sponsor. It's currently named after a former premier.
A real person, yeah.
A person.
Who paid all that money, you know?
Yeah, that's, again, naming rights are a whole friggin' thing. It's yeah, and what was Hisense are a Chinese electronics manufacturer?
Correct. They were very big on the LCD TV front.
Yeah, I think I had
the 2005-6 era.
I think I had a Hisense TV. Yeah.
Yeah. They were the good TCL back then.
Yeah. I might have had. Was it a Hisense?
South Korean brand.
Plasma? I might have had a Hisense Plasma.
Yeah, they did plasmas, but mostly LCDs.
I had a plasma screen for years. It died once, and I found someone who could fix it, and fixing it was cheaper than buying a new one.
Oh, wow.
And in fact, because I talked to them because I just started on YouTube when they did that, and they went, we could do a YouTube tutorial that teaches people troubleshooting for, because plasma screens, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with it. And I went, yeah, that sounds, and I never did it, and I kind of regret it that I didn't make these troubleshooting. But yeah, they fixed it, and it worked again for another 5 years. Then it died. It's like, fuck it. And then I feel like I've had this Sony for like 10 years. I had a Sony LCD for like 10 years, but it's fine.
I had a plasma for 12, and it just
I had a plasma
die.
for about 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
really
like,
wanted it to die.
I really wanted it to die so I could get my 4K TV. And then it was to the point where I was like, geez, dude, you know, like, it's going to be 8K soon if I don't get onto it soon enough, you know.
Yeah, I don't have 4K. I think my thing's only 1080p. I think it's like HD.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, it's good waiting, because now this technology's got to the point where it's really showing off the difference now, you know.
Oh my God! Sorry, Rain, you're saying the people who did that Star Trek parody did Iron Sky? I've seen the Iron Sky movies, Nazis on the Moon. Those movies are hilarious. Yeah, and they were crowdfunded them. Yes. No, the Iron Sky movies are good.
Yeah, Suffer. I remember John Cain when I was just a little kid being the Premier of Victoria, back before Joan Kerner.
Yeah, no, John Cain was 90s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, late 80s, like right on the cusp of 90s.
Yeah.
Maybe 1990, because Joan Kerner was 91. And I know that because she was on the Late Show.
Yes, they did have her on the Late Show. That's true.
Yeah, doing I Love Rock and Roll.
Yep. Holy shit, that thing they used to do on the Late Show where Mick Malloy would get the artist name wrong when someone said, I want you to get X, and he'd get it wrong. And I think the absolute pinnacle of it, because it was normally like, Joan Jett, no, I got Joan Kerner, sorry. The pinnacle was when I was so excited you got Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, and Mick Malloy goes, oh, no, sorry, I got Grasby, Grills, Nudge, and Plum. And it was Al Grasby, the former Labour politician, Lucky Grills, the actor.
From Barjas, yeah.
From Barjas, yeah. The guy who had a character on one of the soaps called Nudge. It wasn't even... And then Gwen Plum, who had decades-long career. And it was just like the brain that was required to come up with Grasby, Grills, Nudge, and Plum was just fucking incredible. That was just like I put a video on the Discord yesterday or the day before, one that I always remember from the early 90s, and it's Tony Martin and Mick Malloy with a sketch called What's All That About? It's such Gen X humor where you go to the things and it's weird, and why are you doing the weird thing, and what's all that about? And it's like really stupid, but I find it really funny where they just look at something and go, well, what's all that about? It's just like, it's such Gen X humor. It's very nice. Oh my God, Dr. Abigail has joined us for Champagne Comedy, which was another classic Gen X, D-Gen with Graham and the Colonel.
Yes.
Oh my God. So also, Abigail, I didn't want it to go to your head, so I didn't name the stream this, but when I look up what's today is Abigail Day. So it's your day today. So when I look at these sites like, what is today thing, and they have names attached to a lot of days, today is Abigail Day. So it's 11 p.m. So you have one more hour of Abigail Day.
Suffer, I think they were trying to steal the Australian Open because Melbourne stole the Formula
Grand
1 Grand
Prix.
Prix. Yeah.
There was a whole thing with competition between Adelaide and Melbourne. I wish the Grand Prix would fuck off. It's like such a waste of money and is of no value as a tourist thing. It's ridiculous. It's fucking stupid.
You get the lid out of that.
It's redonkulous.
Oh wow, I was correct. Yay. Yeah, I remember in high school, I went to school in St Kilda, and you could hear that.
Oh, I even out here in fucking Caulfield, I can hear the Grand Prix from here. Like I used to live in East St Kilda, which is only one suburb from the track, and you could definitely go out in my backyard, and it was just mosquitoes going. But even all the way out in fucking Caulfield, when the Grand Prix is on, I go outside, I can hear it. Those things are so fucking loud.
Yeah. And it's a noise that carries because it's such a high-pitched noise. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, because they all, well, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to always have a thing with like the roulettes or other Air Force jets flying over. And so when I was in Eastern Kilda, particularly, it's funny because you get it on when they were practicing the day before, they were actually doing the thing of the Grand Prix. The roulettes would be flying, and there's videos on my YouTube channel of the roulettes flying over my house. But also, there was actually a fighter jet. I don't even know what it was, but I remember going down the shops in Carlisle Street one year, and it was not the actual Grand Prix day, it was their rehearsal thing, and this fighter jet was screaming in really low over fucking East St Kilda, and I just remember thinking, there's a lot of Russian migrants here, maybe people who've been in conflict. This might be giving them PTSD, these jets just screaming over at quite a low altitude. Dr. Abigail, not letting today go to your head at all? Put it in your... Yeah, no, 27th of December, Abigail.
Nor am I going to put it in my calendar.
But it was really funny. I was looking up what is today, and I looked up, and it's like Abigail Day. And I was like, yeah, but I couldn't resist.
I left Melbourne in 2011. Suffer.
All right. I couldn't resist when I saw Flushing Remonstrance. Those are two of the best words I've ever seen next to one another.
Yeah.
It's just like, just say something. If you say to someone, Flushing Remonstrance, what does that mean to you? It's just like, those are two incredible words next to one another. It's just awesome. There's a St. Andrew's Day, of course, because St. Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland. St. Andrew's Day is actually pretty big. You get a St. Andrew's cross as well. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm just going to look that up because I think I know what it is. St. Andrew.
There's an Angry Awareness Week.
Well, that's important. Okay. So St. Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland, and the Scottish flag is a white X on a blue background. So St. Andrew's cross is an X, and I did catch up with one of my internet friends. She's from Australia, but she's a practicing dominatrix in London. And I caught up with her when I was in London, and we just hung out, had dinner and whatnot. And we were in her flat where she actually works her dominatrix stuff. And there was like a St. Andrew's cross there. And then she was showing me, because her core thing is actually wearing strap-ons and butt fucking guys with a strap-on. And she was showing me, and it was everything from the beginner one, which was quite small and slender, through to the one she called Cockzilla, which was truly astounding, which was about the size of my forearm. And she literally wears it as a strap-on and fucks dudes. And I was like, I'm kind of getting an implication that you are waiting for me to say, yeah, I want to try it out. And I'm legit not doing that. I don't want to yuck anyone else's yum. And you're awesome and you're fun and I like hanging out with you. But I am not about to get strapped to a St. Andrew's cross and butt fucked by you wearing a strap on. It's just, again, not yucking anyone else's yum. It's just not my thing.
Hello, honey.
Hey, honey, how you doing? I did just put the link for the stream for Dr. Abigail because I think she wants to join.
Well, I might tap out there and let her tag in.
Are you gonna? What do you got going on there?
I'm gonna go and cook some dinner.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's 3 hours difference between you and me. So it's
you never get over that, eh?
Yeah. But
So,
yeah, if you got to go make dinner, so it's like 11 here, so it's just like 8 for you. Yeah.
So it's not an early dinner by any means. It's a
I normally, geez, I'm an old person. I normally have dinner between 5 and 6, honestly.
But I'm just smashing out. I'm having a nice shot of Starwood Dolce.
Oh, the Dolce. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had the Dolce for a little while. I finished my bottle of Dolce a while back.
Did you? Oh.
I haven't had Dolce for a little while. But yeah, no, I need to send you some. I think the apple pie one in particular, which is
Starwood, that would be number one. Yep.
Starwood that was matured in barrels that had apple cider in them.
And the one with that box that's just to your left.
Yeah, no, you definitely got to get the Lagavulin one. Cast strength Lagavulin one is really quite nice.
And you've got plenty of sacks left, right?
You normally have dinner between 6 and 8. Like most nights, I have dinner between 5 and 6. Oh, Dr. Abigail's having technical problems. Well, you might work it out. There you go.
I would have had it earlier, but I got caught up enjoying this chat, so
which is great.
How dare I, yeah.
But yes, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if anyone mixed it. I literally did not have dinner tonight because my lunch was so big. Well, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm still not hungry. I had this massive. The lunch was so big. 11 o'clock at night. I'm still not hungry.
What did you do for Christmas Day?
Oh God, we got Indian food. No. So our Indian banquet, we had it for both lunch and dinner. Mrs. Angry got a little bit of heartburn, so she's going, okay, I need to remember that. So we need to space the thing over 2 days. We got enough stuff for 2 meals each, so 4 meals. It was butter chicken, dal, which is a lentil curry, chicken kebab, lamb kebab, onion bhaji. We had dessert as well, gulab jamun. I'm trying to think, do we have something else? Oh, the bread, with cheese garlic naan, which was so cheesy, fucking incredible. So we lunch and dinner on Christmas Day, we had Indian banquets. We had enough to make 2 minutes. Oh my God. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, going to a good Indian restaurant the day before Christmas and getting shit. It was so good. And just,
now, was it as good as last year's place? Because I remember it's a different place this year.
It was a different place, and it's pretty. What I love with this place, we took a risk, and they on their menu they do heat ratings, like they have little chilies, like 0, 1, 2, 3, and I was like, some of the stuff that's rated 2 chilies sounds really interesting, but I think we should be careful and only get 1. And it had a decent amount of spice. And I'm going, yep, the 2 chilies is probably too much. I also think 3 chilies is for hardcore people.
Oh yeah. That's Indian spicy, not white man spicy.
That's spicy by Indian standards. Yes.
Standards, yeah. because you had Indian on Christmas, we were talking about it, right? On I think it was Christmas Eve. You had a stream.
Yeah.
And I was at the food trucks.
Yes, you
like,
were at food trucks. Yes.
Yeah, so I ended up getting Indian myself.
Yeah.
And I got this beautiful samosas.
Samosa. Yeah, samosa.
But usually they're just tiny little puff pastries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This one was like a mega, like a pasty.
So sometimes they make really big ones. It's kind of like
with
what's the thing?
chickpeas and a yummy
thinking of
gravy.
the Asian thing. South Melbourne Market do. Oh, what's the word? I'm trying to think of what it is. It's a kind of dumpling where the majority of times, if you get this dumpling from Asian places, it's little, but you can get these South Melbourne Market ones, and they're like fucking huge.
What,
and
you mean like a pork bun?
I think they're like dim sims. It's
pork buns. Yeah.
And the majority of Asian places, when you get one, they're like this big. And you get one from South Melbourne Market, and they're like this big, and they're really good.
I used to
Rain's still here. Hey. Rain, you're a spice guy. If they say 1 to 5, you say 7. Damn.
Oh, savage!
I am like, dude, I am a super white guy, and I've jokingly but seriously, I've said it to people in Indian restaurants. I say, okay, when I say I want mild, I mean white person mild, okay? And they laugh and go, yeah, I know what you want. And
they love that. They love that you're such a pussy.
And they have a good laugh, and I just go, I mean white person mild, okay? And they laugh and say, yeah, I know what you want. But it's wild. Like, Earth W, I think mayonnaise is spicy. Yeah. You've called me out, man, but it's fair. It's absolutely fair.
So are you on again before New Year's Eve?
Oh yeah, I'm probably on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's not date night.
Yeah.
I'm probably doing that. But Dr. Abigail was talking about coming over for New Year's Eve. We haven't finalized that, but we might do that. So New Year's Eve might be a whole thing. Who the fuck knows? Mate,
that'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It would. If New Year's Eve was a whole thing, that would be great. I'm like working next week. I was working. I actually did shit today. I actually got shit done today working, which blows my mind. And my boss said, give me this and this. And I went, okay, I've done this. It's kind of simple. I don't think there's any point in doing anything more detailed. What do you think? And my boss went, yeah, kick ass. Fuck yeah. And I'm like, oh, good. I was fully prepared for my boss to go, you suck. Put a bunch more detail in this. Yeah. But my boss just went, yep, that's it. Fucking knocked it out of the park. Good one. Oh yeah, FW mango curry is great, definitely.
You've got to let Abigail have a go at your computer and get it.
Yeah, no, Doctor. I need fucking tech support from Dr. Abigail. That's what she's saying. Yeah. Okay, FW, he's like one of my really old school YouTube friends, and so he gets to take the piss out of me mercilessly. Like someone I've been interacting with for more than a decade absolutely gets to take the piss out of me with no mercy. It's
mango curry sounds sweet.
Mango curry's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I've a couple Indian places do it. What was really surprising, and I've said this a million times, so I moved from East St Kilda to the Caulfield area, and I was really surprised. There's like 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 Indian restaurants just in my immediate area. There's 2 Indian grocery stores. And I talked to the people running stuff, and they said, oh, yeah, no, there's this whole thing because there's 2 vegetarian Indian restaurants. And they said it's like a subset of Hinduism, because like Hindus won't eat beef, so that's why you get lamb and goat curry in a lot of Indian restaurants, because they don't eat beef. And there's this subset, and I forget the name of it, but they're vegetarian.
Don't they?
So this is actually a great suburb for vegetarians, because you can get really over the top tasty vegetarian food. Because
the Indian I had was vegetarian as well. That samosa I was talking about. I found, like Indian food, when it is vegetarian, can sometimes be better than meat-based foods, which is unheard of in any other region of foods.
Well, that's like one of the things we had for Indian banquet was dal, which is lentil curry. It was oh my god, it was like in a gravy, and it was like lentils and in a gravy, and it was just a little bit spicy. It was so
angry. That sounds
good.
Awesome,
it was really good.
Yeah,
it was really good. It was fucking awesome. Safra, they aren't Sikhs. So Sikhs are the dudes who wear turbans. They grow their hair really long.
And never cut their hair.
But they do. There's a specific thing where they actually cut all the hair. There's this whole thing in India of Sikhs who cut their hair, and people collect it, and they use it for wigs for the Western world. So it's like, and they pull it apart hair by hair. So all the black hair turns into brunette wigs, but the gray hair is used for blonde wigs. There are videos of this on YouTube. It's wild. There are people.
You work with a lot of Sikhs in the programming field?
It's very common to have people from the subcontinent, like Indian or Pakistani people. Sikhs are a subset. Sikhs
90% of the programmers I know are Indian.
Yeah. In my team, we've got 3 people of Indian descent. But Sikhs tend to be just the most amazing people. Like you get all these charity things like kitchens and stuff run by Sikhs. Sikhs tend to be the most amazing people. And the dudes are always wearing turbans because they grow their hair a little. But there's also I don't know what it is. There's a particular religious festival where they either cut their hair or absolutely shave their head. And you can find this. There's videos on YouTube. I've seen them where someone has all this hair from all these Sikh dudes who've either cut their hair or shaved their head, and they separate it out. Like the black hair is then sold to the West for brunette wigs, and the grey hairs are sold for blonde wigs in the West. It's fucking wild. Yeah, no, the Sikh community fucking rocks. Sikhs are awesome.
So, you know how there's some people who go from wearing a turban and have long hair? Is that is that like an age thing? Like when you hit the age of like
it is actually even young Sikh males do the turban and the long hair thing. I'm trying to think who's the rapper. Oh my god! Okay, there's an Australian Sikh rapper called L Fresh the Lion. Look him up on YouTube. He has some really fucking kick-ass tracks on YouTube. And I've met him at a YouTube event, and he's an absolutely lovely guy. And when I met him and we're chatting and I'm going, I can't resist making the dad joke and calling you a fully Sikh rapper. And he just laughed. He just loved it. And he went, that's beautiful. And because he is really big in the community as well, but also he has some really good hip hop tracks. L Fresh the Lion, he fucking rocks. So Rain, you do a turban? Oh god, dude! Mrs. Angry does that. She has a thing that she wraps her hair. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sophie does that
Mrs.
too.
Angry does this thing. She wraps her hair up out of the shower. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Sophie has 2 towels, one that goes around her body and then one for the hair.
Yeah. No, Mrs. Hangry has these little cloth things that are kind of like a turban for when her hair's wet.
Oh,
I know
so it's actually built like a turban
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, no, it's a little cloth thing that she wraps her hair up in.
So it's more like an actual towel.
Oh, Safa, you know Elfresh. He was on Catalyst talking about it. Again, I've met him. Epic guy. He's fucking. But again, just generally, Sikh people are fucking awesome.
I know I did say I'm taking over. Okay. I'm going to go.
You going to go?
Love yous and leave yous. I love yous all, mate.
I love yous
yeah.
all, as Jeff Fennick said. That was the old Jeff Fennick. I love yous all. Oh my God, whatever happened to Jeff Fennick? Has he like succumbed
Who
to
cares?
brain injury?
He was
I
an
think he's
idiot.
probably succumbed to brain injuries from being punched in the head too many times.
I know his nephew was Paul Fennick, which is the dude from Fat Pizza.
Who does the comedy stuff, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
All
love
right.
you guys. Bye.
Have your dinner. See you another time.
Buddy.
I love
I'm
you hanging
enjoying
out.
the show from a distance now.
Yeah. No, you're gonna be watching. It's fine. So Rain, you just use a towel, keeps the water from dripping on the floor. We care for our floors. Yeah, no. But I know what you're talking about, dude, with the whole thing. It's a whole thing. Oh. I kind of, because like I just let my hair grow out in COVID because I had short hair for 30 fucking years. And I let it grow out for COVID. So when I get in the shower, I put one of Mrs. Angry's shower caps on, tie the hair back, and put a shower cap on. What's that, Rain? Not like you heathens walk around the house with your outside footwear. Well, I'm wearing, I am absolutely a heathen who wears outdoor footwear. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Dr. Abigail. She might join me soon. What's the time? 11:20. You know what? I might give Dr. Abigail 10 more minutes. And if technical things are going to hold her back, I might be like a super wuss and go to bed. Unless you all want me to stay. Then I might stay. Oh, God, what's that Shakespeare sister I'm thinking of now with their track from the 80s or 90s? Stay with me. God, I am such a bad singer. I don't know why I try to sing because your headphones aren't working. Well, we can work it out another night. If you have any technical problems, I'm streaming tomorrow night. I don't know what. There's no reason I wouldn't stream tomorrow night. We can maybe do something then. Rain, you had to talk about shoes inside. Oh no, dude, did I trigger you? Because I wear fucking shoes inside all the time. And honestly, I think you're right and I'm wrong, but I'm just fucking lazy. But I am just wearing slippers at the moment because I went out a couple times today. So I had to wear pants and shoes and socks. And I got back and I'm like, yep, no, I'm just wearing like my pajama shorts and slippers for the rest of the time. So, but I mean, where I grew up, the whole taking shoes off inside was not a thing. But in subsequent years, like, you know, my ex who was from the Philippines was like, take shoes off. And it's like, when you learn from people who say, no, you take your outside shoes off when you come inside, it makes perfect sense. The fact that I don't take my outside shoes off when I come inside, I fully acknowledge I'm in the wrong. I'm definitely in the wrong on that. So I'm sorry for traumatizing you, right? With my whole wearing my outside shoes on the inside. But all things being equal, Dr. Abigail, if you're having technical problems, I might actually go to bed and we can try and do it again on Saturday night. New shows on Plex this week. Population Made by the team that did Moody Christmas. Okay. Oh, yeah, Shrinking. I've heard of that one. HR Puffin stuff is like 70s. I watched that when I was a kid. Oh, also, I don't know if you have it on Plex. The ones I'm thinking about, which are on Apple TV, are Slow Horses and Silo. I haven't properly looked. Do you have either or both of those on Plex? Earth W, you were barefoot as a kid, thick soles. I have fucking wussy soft feet, quite honestly. So you go. I am not having a. I maybe have my bacon on bread. You do have Silo, because I've heard good things about Silo. Might watch that at some point. Slow Horses. There's like 4 seasons of Slow Horses or something. Lots of people talk it up as a good series. I like Gary Oldman is in it. Because I grew up with Gary Oldman. I think he's about the same age as me. I don't know. He's like Sid and Nancy was the first thing I remember. Rain. Has anyone watched Silo? Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard good things about it. So Home for the Elderly has watched Silo. A bit slow, but it's like world building stuff, isn't it? Like the books it's based on are kind of epic sci-fi. And they have weird names like Wool. Okay, now I want to look up Gary Oldman's career. So I'm maybe going to go to bed soon. Gary Oldman, auto-completed. Nice. Let's look up Gary Oldman's IMDb. I feel like Sid and Nancy was his first big thing. Yep, no, he's been in Slow Horses for a while. Come on, let's go back. Yeah, he was Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. Was he in RoboCop? Okay. Going right back. Yes, he was in Harry Potter. Oh, God, he's fucking awesome in The Fifth Element. Going back. So, okay, Sid and Nancy was 86. So he had done a bunch of TV in the years prior to Sid and Nancy. But I did really like Sid and Nancy, where he plays Sid Vicious. And then his next famous one was playing Joe Orton in Prick Up Your Ears. Track 29 was a Hollywood film. Yeah, he was in that. Chattahoochee. Yeah, he was in that. God, he was in Knots Landing for one episode. State of Grace. Yeah, he was in. I fucking love Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. I love that movie. I never saw Henry and June, but that was a big one. Yeah, JFK. He was actually Lee Harvey Oswald in JFK. And, of course, he was Dracula in Bram Stoker's Dracula. When that came out in 92, my housemates, we would go and see that in midnight showings. True Romance. Yeah, he was a pimp in True Romance. He's good. Romeo is Bleeding. Yeah. Like 90s was Gary Oldman's time. Yes, he was in Leon the Professional in 94. Basquiat in 96. Fifth Element as Zorg. He was really great in The Fifth Element, 97. Air Force One was he's kind of shit. Lost in Space as Dr. Smith. That wasn't Fifth. That was a video game. Okay, cool. Yes, he was Mason Verger in the Hannibal movie in 2001. That's not great. He was in Friends for 2 episodes. I didn't know that. He did voice for video games a few times. Yeah, he was in Harry Potter. Yes, he's Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies. Got a bunch of video game stuff. What else was he in? Book of Eli with Denzel Washington. Okay. God, he was a voice in Kung Fu Panda too. Okay. Oh, yeah. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy in 2011. George Smiley. He was in Lawless. He was in the RoboCop. The RoboCop remake was shit. Yeah, he was in one of the Planet of the Apes movies, which is not great, honestly. He was in Hitman's Bodyguard. There you go. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. He was in that too. Yeah, but his big thing the last 4 years, he's been in Slow Horses. Apple Plus TV series, which is big. Yeah, as the bad guy in The Professional, he was very good. So, Rain, you go through Finnish movies. Jade Warrior, Star X, Sisu, Iron Sky, Rare Exports, Noise. Okay, you've got them tagged. Okay. Of those, I've seen Sisu and Iron Sky 1 and 2. That's a whole thing. But you know what? I might dip out before I suffer serious alcohol abuse, because I was seriously tempted to pour another drink. But you know what? I might be fine because we're doing a Saturday night stream. So if I don't really fucking overdo it tonight, I can do a Saturday night stream. You know what I'm going to do? Put a bit more flavor in that for Mrs. Angry, so she gets to put the orange peel. You know, chocolate Morrisso's there. This is my liqueur that both Home for the Elderly and Safa have tasted. Put a little bit in there. So it stays there. So that's whiskey, brandy, and rum with my brown sugar syrup. So we do this. Spin, spin, spin. Just getting that out of my system. Oh, Charlie, because you only have one eye. IMAX is too much. My first experience with IMAX, even with two eyes, was doing that. Last thing I saw in IMAX was Civil War, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, you owe me a postcard, Safra. I want a postcard from your area. You're saying, yeah, both Hoyts and Village have big screen stuff that's not quite as excessive as IMAX. I saw all the recent Star Wars movies in IMAX. I saw Civil War in IMAX. I'm trying to think what else I saw in IMAX. Who knows? Oh, that's so fucking good. Rain, have you played? No, I've never played Max Payne, and I did not know they were made by Finnish people. There you go. So here you got to sit in the center for IMAX. Yeah, maybe at the back. Sneak in Starwood to the big screen at the cinema. Oh, damn. I think June Part 2 was the last thing I saw in the cinema. Not completely sure, though. So if you saw something at James Webb Telescope. There you go. All right. I put a double cherry on here just because I deserve it. Oh, wow. You're going to watch. Okay. There's also new Superman movie coming out next year. The James Gunn Superman which honestly, I saw the teaser. Looks kind of good. Rain, you like the Max Payne games? Yeah, they're multiple generations past. Oh, God. I did not stand in the line for Phantom Menace. I saw all the Disney Star Wars movies, including Rogue One in IMAX. Fucking love Rogue One. Oh my God, it's so yummy. Oh, it's fucking orgasmic. Fucking love those Luxardo cherries, honestly. Oh, so fucking good. Yes, we're not far off Andor season 2, which I'm really looking forward to. Well, you can get these cherries in a lot of places. But the Nick's wine merchants are the cheapest, $20 a jar. They can be $23 to $25 in other places. Like Dan's will sell you Luxardo cherries. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. Yeah, no, get some for New Year's Eve. You should be able to get some just from bottle shops. Luxardo cherries are the best. Best best trolling working at Ozpo, experimenting meats and liqueurs. What? You're a crazy man. Oh my God, that's so fucking yummy. You know what? I'm gonna go to bed and we'll do a stream tomorrow night. And I don't know how long tomorrow night's stream will last. We will see. It's all down to what the heck. So I'm gonna go to bed. Oh my God, those cherries were so fucking good. That's okay. You had technical problems. Maybe tomorrow night, Dr. Abigail. We'll see what happens. Rain, Max Payne. Yeah, it was the whole repeating things in slow time. Yeah. All right, yes, it is definitely Sleepy Bobo's time. But yeah, if you're around tomorrow night, Saturday night stream, we'll see how long that goes. It's a whole thing. But you'll take care, and I'll see you another time. Say bye for now with the offensive exit animation. Bye.
You are totally fucked!